What is good? What is up, everyone? What's poppin'? It's your boy. It is Mikey T, the movie star, the most hated yet anticipated. I wanted to come on here. I was saving this little news piece for you guys tonight. I wanted to come on here with a pretty dope piece of news. Um, Everybody knows what's going on with Casanova right now. He's actually a part of an indictment that has had him locked up since I want to say at least January. Casanova has been locked up. He had to turn himself in. It might have been December. Yeah, let's let some people get in here. I'm about to roll me up. About to roll up one, you guys. You know, I got the classic Dutch Masters on deck. Got some good kush. Runts, to be exact. Fitting to roll up. Everybody share this video. Everybody hit that like button on the way in. Let's get this joint started. Excuse me for the late start tonight, you guys. What up, Steve? You know the rest. Joshua, what's popping? Hit the like button, you guys. Hit that share. Got a pretty interesting piece of news for everybody tonight. What up, M1? Appreciate you for tuning in. Excuse me, you guys. I'm just rolling up as we begin tonight. Let me just roll this up and we can get into the news for the night. Everybody heard last night. I know some people were in the chat talking about Big Meech last night. You know, a lot of people are talking about Big Meech today. What's popping? Philly's in the building. Nick, what's going on? What up, Goldo Grits gang? Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Everybody share this video. Your boy Mikey T, the movie star, is here. We've got the news tonight. That's right, Jamal. We rolling up. Everybody roll up in the chat. It's mandatory. Make sure you got your lighter close by. I'm not seeing mine, but I am rolling up regardless. We got a dope ass night tonight, y'all. We have some dope topics to talk about. We're going to be speaking on Arab. We're going to be talking about Ab, touching on Casanova and Troy Ave's whole situation going on right now. A lot of you guys know a few weeks ago, or for the last few weeks, Troy Ave has been on a campaign pretty much going at Casanova. You know what I mean? Pretty much railroading Casanova, to be honest with you guys, putting it out there, a lot of shit about his past, because Casanova doesn't have any opportunity to really fight back at the present moment. So we're going to get into that tonight, you guys. Okay, Nick's already smoking. He beat me to it. My guy Sconion Montana is blazing some blue banana. The blue banana is in the air. Okay, that sounds good, man. I'm about to put some runts in the air, you guys, and we're going to get into the news for tonight. Got a dope-ass exclusive for y'all, and we're going to be touching on Quando Rondo, complaining about lack of shows now, saying that promoters won't book him because of the issues with him coming out, the security issues, the safety issues. Well, Quando Rondo, you should have realized that after you were involved in an altercation last November where one of the most popular upcoming artists actually lost their life. So I think this is where we'll get started, you guys. You know, that was a topic that we covered late last year, 2020, King Von's passing. You know, unfortunately, King Von was involved in an incident with Quando Rondo, and right after that, Quando Rondo seemed like he was just going to pick up doing shows. I know a lot of you guys remember, like, almost immediately after that incident, like within a week or 2 weeks, Quando Rondo was actually back to promoting shows. Now, some of those shows were canceled. There were rumors about Lil Durk buying up the tickets to some of them. But more recently, guys, y'all know Quando Rondo put on a show. And not many people actually even turned up. So I got a feeling right now Quando Rondo is actually just talking. I got a feeling right now the buzz isn't there for a Quando Rondo show. I believe he just released his new album, Still Taking Risks, I want to say it was called. And the album underperformed. The album actually only sold about 10,000 copies from what I had heard. You know what I'm saying? So right now, there's really not a demand for Quando Rondo, and he should have realized that after that whole incident happened with King Von, that it really put a dampening on his rap career. It really dampened it really dampened Quando Rondo's rap career, everything that happened with King Von. It left a sour taste in people's mouth, whether it was industry rappers, whether it was fans, or even obviously the promoters. You know what I'm saying? It left a sour taste in everybody's mouth. It was one of the most tragic events in recent hip hop history. So I don't even personally think that Quando Rondo should be attempting to do shows right now. I don't think Quando Rondo should even be attempting to release music at this current time. It's just too soon. For crying out loud, we're barely even 6 months away from we're barely over 6 months away from the issue, you guys. It's ridiculous. I think he should have took a moment rather than try to bombard everybody with music and bombard everybody with shows, because we've seen the result. You know, right now we're just getting out of the pandemic anyways. So you're coming out and you're doing a show and 50 people are showing up. You're going to look hella crazy to everybody, and you're going to look crazy to the other promoters that are trying to book you, that thought you were worth something more. But I appreciate everybody turning in tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Share this video. I was having a conversation with AR Rab actually about everything that has been transpiring with Troy Ave and Casanova, because Ab had told me to let him know what was going on. Ab was asking me to let him know what was going on in the music industry. So I was letting him know several things. You know what I mean? The fact that Cassidy is setting up a new battle league, or a tournament, I should say. Cassidy's doing a new tournament. I was talking to him about Drake actually putting up extra bread when Sue Surf, he was talking to Sue Surf about it, and he put up bread on the Geechee Gotti battle with Rum Nitty, $50,000 extra dollars. And I gotta say, man, Rum Nitty is probably my favorite battle rapper right now, but Geechee Gotti is one of the most accomplished battle rappers as well. I had a chance to see Geechee Gotti face off with Sue Surf in Texas, and that was a hell of an experience. I just am letting everybody know about some of the information that I was breaking down to Ab, you guys. I was letting Ab know a couple different things that was going on in the music industry, y'all. I told him, I was like, let me just break it down for you exactly what I told Ab. Yeah, I was actually telling him Cassidy started a battle rap tournament with a 100K prize. I believe it's for the upcomers. Geechee Gotti versus Rum Nitty happened, and Drake came back and dropped off 50K for them to split. I had interviewed both of them. I seen Rum Nitty battle K-Shine live. Amazing battle. Floyd basically knocked out Logan Paul a few times. They went 8 3-minute rounds. Floyd got 10 million up front and 50% of the buys. Logan Paul got 250K. You know, as you guys know, Ab actually said, I would actually rather see Cassidy versus Murda Mook. But honestly, Mook and Surf would be a better battle. That's what Ab said. And then Ab addressed working with Sue Surf. I let everybody know that yesterday. But tonight we're actually on here talking about Ab's response to the whole situation with Casanova and Troy Ave, you guys. That situation is pretty crazy, and that's what I want to talk about tonight. So I told Ab, I was like, yo, Lloyd Banks put out his new album. He did all types of features on there, from Benny the Butcher to Freddie Gibbs. The new generation is digging it. Lowe just told me that he's going to be getting some gold fronts, and the general public is really taking to his joint borrowed time. Little Reese just got done so bad. Apparently, he was in a stolen car, and the owners beat the hell out of him. And apparently the owners beat the hell out of him. There's a video on the net of him bleeding out of the mouth badly. Little Reese says he was in a car accident, but you can see someone lunging at Reese while he was on the ground. And the woman screaming, that's what you get. You know, I think Reese was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know how these guys, you know how that goes. Sometimes dudes from the hood try to impress their industry friends. Then I told Ab, Troy Ave is going on a campaign. Troy Ave is going on a campaign calling Casanova a snitch. He's shooting videos and all types of shit. Ab responded to that. Troy Ave is out of pocket. SMH. I hope nobody is tuned into his shit. Ab told me, he said Troy Ave is BB Vid. Am I late on ARAB's response? Am I late on ARAB's response to what Troy Ave is saying? Am I late on ARAB's response, you guys? What up, Schizo? Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, you guys. This is a major story right here because, you know, right now, Troy Ave has been taking all kinds of shots at Casanova. He even put out a whole music video where he had a rat jumping around. Well, at first it was an ape, you know, because he was having the ape impersonate Casanova because Casanova would always call himself the ape. And then he ripped off the ape's face and it was actually a rat. Yeah, BB Vid, man, I come with that exclusive information. Arab says Troy Ave is out of pocket. Arab said Troy Ave is out of pocket, you guys, for dissing Casanova. And you know what? Ab is in tune, though, you guys. Ab is in tune because he says he hopes nobody's watching. And you know what? The general public is not watching Troy Ave. The general public is not watching Troy Ave, you guys. I told Ab, I was like, yeah, he has lost a lot of fans since this record he did called Too Legit to Quit, where he rapped, I'm only loyal to my fam, middle finger from the stand. And now he's calling Casanova a rat. I also told Ab, I was like, Drake signed Rollo's petition for him to get out of jail. I don't know if you had heard, but Kodak Black was facing 30 years in South Carolina, but his lawyer got him out of it, who got him the pardon. He got him out of it with probation. I also told Ab, I was like, Low is killing the people with these videos right now. His first joint he dropped was Ani Had Withdrawals. And his and the one he just dropped today is called Daily Prayers. I told Ab I was actually in New York last night. D Jones, aka Jonesy from North Philly, recognized me and had me come up with him. And he's worked with Jadakiss and So Raspy. So you know D Jones, bro? That's what I asked Ab. Ab was like, yeah, I know Jonesy. He's a real good guy. That's what's up that Lowe's videos are doing well. And also, that's what's up that Drake signed the position for Rollo. He said that's what's up that Drake did that for Rollo. So Ab responded to all of that, you guys. But the main story of today is Ab responding to Casanova getting called out by Troy Ave. ARAB is speaking on the snitching rumor that Troy Ave is alleging that Troy Ave is running around and releasing all types of paperwork. He's doing videos, the whole 9 yards right now to go at Casanova, you guys. I'm pretty sure you all have witnessed it. But Ab says he hopes the people aren't even seeing it, you guys. Ab hopes the people aren't even seeing it. And honestly, okay, yo. Great. I'm glad you came in so I could block you. Primo, what's popping, man? New Millie says Cass isn't really responding. Yeah, Cass has not responded because what place is Casanova really in to respond, you guys? At this point in time, Casanova is really only able to send out a tweet here and there. We saw what happened when Casanova put out a video. I guess there's some sort of video chats that you can do with people that are on your list now. It's a video chat instead of actually a visitation, possibly back in the day. We had seen Treyway Shoddy actually do a video interview over one of those things. So Casanova actually got violated. He actually got in trouble for doing the Junebug challenge, which I think was a TikTok thing. And so just imagine him responding to Troy Ave in a negative manner. I don't think it's possible. You know, I don't think Casanova is going to waste his time doing that. Now, I will read off Casanova's last message from Twitter, but he's not dissing Troy Ave, you guys. He's certainly not coming back at him. Troy Ave is doing sucker shit. That's foul. Yeah, you're 100% right, Ron C. To kick a man while he's down, which is what Troy Ave is doing right now. Troy Ave is going through a major case himself. But to go at Casanova while he's down, that's horrible, because we've heard people say it before. You don't go at a man, especially while he's in jail. You don't go after a man, especially while he's in jail. And it seems to me that Troy Ave is actually trying to distract everybody from what he said on Too Legit to Quit. It looks to me, salute to Springfield, Mass. Major salute. Hit that like button. Share this video, you guys. Yup. Yeah, BB Vid. He actually got, that's what I was just talking about. He was doing the Junebug challenge and he got seriously reprimanded because he was doing some little dance challenge from jail. It was this challenge where you would dance in the most awkward places. So Casanova doing that, it's like it really had nothing to do with any negativity whatsoever. And look at what they did. They threw him right under the bus. And they took away some of his privileges to actually speak with certain people. You know, major salute. Detroit is in the house tonight. Salute to you. Share this video. Tonight we're speaking on Ab responding to Troy Ave and Casanova going back and forth. This is a beef that really had been going at, it had been boiling. It had been boiling while both men were still outside. Before Troy Ave got involved in that whole situation with Tax Stone, you know what I'm saying? And before Casanova got locked up, these two guys had a situation. They had an altercation, but it looked like they were burying it. I remember one altercation where either Troy or Casanova were getting hemmed up at a pool party or something, and the other one came to their aid. So, and I remember another situation where each of them were on radio before while the other was not incarcerated, and they would not diss each other publicly. So right now, it's like totally out of the blue for me that Troy Ave is coming with all these disses to Casanova. It's like, why don't you pick a better target? Why don't you pick a better target than Casanova? Because you're not going to get any points. You're not going to get any points from dissing Casanova right now. Coming out and making videos with Casanova as a rat. I don't think it's really turning as many heads as you had hoped it would. It really doesn't make sense what Troy Ave is doing. So that's why Ab said, I hope no one's paying attention to it. I've been to Troy Ave shows. Nobody showed up. Ever since Troy Ave did what he did, he's really had a lot of his fan base turn their back on him when somebody actually. Thank you, Omar. I appreciate you tapping in tonight. Major salute to you. Facts. That shit makes absolutely no sense. Troy Ave is getting no points for going at Casanova right now. If anything, it's like, why didn't you go at Casanova? Why didn't you go at Casanova when he was on the streets? You know what I mean? Why didn't you go at Casanova and say all this shit when if you really had that animosity, But I think it's like just a story that he wants to tell. I think it's just a gimmick that he wants to use for this new album. Pacino Montana says, no points for dissing the dead or the locked up. Exactly. No points. It makes no sense. And I think it even makes Troy Ave look weirder, because we're all looking at Troy Ave crazy after he jumped on a record called Too Legit to Quit. And he said, I'm only loyal to my fam, middle finger from the stand. When he said that, A lot of people are like, whoa, hold up. Middle finger from the stand. What are you saying? Are you saying there's a likelihood that you're going to get on the stand and testify, Troy Ave? Are you telling us that there's a potential that you're going to jump on the stand and testify because of what happened at Irving Plaza? With what happened at that show where you were supposed to be there to have a good look and be around T.I., you know what I mean? That whole thing, like the whole thing is just nuts, you guys. And the song is whack, my opinion. No, the song is whack. The video is whack too. How Troy Ave is doing this thing where he's like kicking, he's like, eh, eh, eh. It's like whack as hell. Like the video direction is terrible. The you know what I'm saying? The video direction was terrible. Like he's doing this shit where he's like kicking down on something 3 or 4 times. He's like, eh, 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 eh. It's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, get a better video editor, man. You got so much bread. You got so much bread. You see what I'm saying, Pacino? You know what I'm talking about. You got so much bread. Yo, Al, let's talk about that. I have the utmost respect for what Troy Ave did in that situation, defending himself. You know, I have the utmost respect for what Troy Ave did that night, defending himself, trying to defend the people that were around him, you know. But what I don't respect is him coming on the internet and talking and coming on his records and saying that he might have to take the stand. I don't respect him coming on his Instagram and saying Casanova is crying in jail after 90 days, talking about, oh, he's talking after 90 days in jail. Troy Ave, if memory serves, when you got locked up, you were releasing a project, probably weren't actually, but you decided to fast track a project and you put a freestyle from jail at the beginning of the project. So what are you talking about? That's hypocritical. I'm going to call a spade a spade. I'm here talking the real. You know what I mean? Just like I came on here and reported about what you said about Casanova, I'm going to come on here and call a spade because you've done that in the past. And I remember it. All the fans remember it. You know what I'm saying? So you want to talk about Casanova speaking out? Who doesn't speak out from jail when they get locked up? I remember videos of Max B speaking out from jail, talking about how he wasn't getting bailed out. Who the hell doesn't speak out from jail when you get locked up? Only an idiot doesn't speak out from jail. The reality show is mad whack, you're saying? Yeah, that's not even a real reality show, bro. That's not even a real reality show. But let me get back to it. Like, I had come on, you guys. When Troy Ave did that whole thing, I was behind Troy Ave. I'm like, yo, and it's kind of similar to Quando Rondo, you guys, because Troy Ave, after that whole situation, you just got caught on camera firing a weapon in a club. Yeah, you got to go sit down for a good year. You're not going to be able to go all over New York like you once were. You're going to more than likely be banned. But if you play everything right, you have an opportunity to be a major superstar. This was Troy Ave's opportunity, you guys. What happened at Irving Plaza to take him from the level he was at to put him on the level that T.I. was on. But he kind of messed up that opportunity. Coming out and recording songs where he said, if it's me against them, I'm going to take the stand to protect my fam. It's like, bro, you were defending yourself in that situation. There's more than I'd say there's a 60% likelihood that Troy Ave shouldn't even have had to take the stand. So why are you going to even bring that up? I have a feeling when this whole case is said and done, Troy Ave might not even have had to take the stand. Yeah, Bishop, he fumbled that. But a lot of people didn't realize it until he actually released a video for Too Legit to Quit. And they're like, whoa, hold the phone. Whoa, hold the phone, bro. Did you just say that you would take the stand? Like, bro, taking the stand is the worst thing you can do. Taking the stand is the worst thing you can do, you guys. Like, any artist should know that. Like, you don't take the stand no matter what. Because especially if you're trying to portray Kanan from, Power. You know what I'm saying? The drip. Don Critico, I'm not familiar, or I'm not sure if I don't think Taxstone has even gone to trial yet, but I'm not 100% sure on that, because Troy Ave's whole thing hasn't played out in trial as well. And now I'm telling you guys, I don't think Troy Ave is even going to have to testify. So putting that stupid ass lyric in his song really just jeopardized everything. I remember my dude threw a show with Troy Ave not too long after this whole thing happened. I think it was after the whole thing happened, and the show was a major flop. Now, he had Troy Ave come out before that whole thing happened, and it was a major success. Scotland tapping in, major salute to you. Appreciate you tapping in as well, man. Guys, tonight we're talking about Troy Ave releasing paperwork on Casanova. I was basically letting Ab know a lot about what's been going on in the industry. So, of course, I had to let him know a little bit about that. I've spoke with Ab about Casanova in the past, but, I had to tell him, I was like, yo, Troy Ave is going on a campaign calling Casanova a snitch. He's shooting all types of videos and all types of shit trying to smear his name in the streets. Ab told me, he's like, Troy Ave is out of pocket. SMH. I hope nobody is tuned in to his shit. I really like Ab's response right there, you guys. I hope nobody is tuned into his shit. It's so crazy how connected Ab is, you guys. It's crazy how connected Ab is, because nobody is tuned in with Troy Ave's shit right now. Troy Ave has a major disconnect with his casual hip-hop fan that he had 2 to 3 years ago. The fans that were following Troy Ave 2 to 3 years ago are no longer there. I can say that with certainty. You look at the marketing behind Troy Ave's new album, and what does he say? Troy Ave now is going back to what he calls his most successful album, the New York album. I know a couple of you probably in here are familiar with that. Troy Ave has said on his new project, he's like, if you liked the New York album, you are going to definitely love this one. Why, Troy? Because that was your only album that sold 6,000 or 7,000 copies? So you want to sell 6,000 or 7,000 copies? You want to cash in? I'm sorry, dude. It's not going to work out like that. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. You kind of played your career wrong. My dude. And especially going at Casanova right now, I can't co-sign that whatsoever. I don't think starting this beef, I don't think starting this back and forth that nobody can even respond to, because, dude, Casanova can't respond to this beef. This is a beef that nobody can even respond to, you guys. So I think Troy Ave is just barking up the wrong tree. Now, will Troy Ave have to serve some jail time? I don't know that yet, you guys. Personally, I think Troy Ave should get off with self-defense, but if he harms somebody in that altercation, or if they think he put somebody's life in jeopardy, he might have to sit up for a little bit. But nonetheless, I think Troy Ave could have came out of this situation a whole lot better, but he really effed himself. Let's see. Iceberg says, LOL, nobody here watches the Facto show. Son got the weakest podcast ever. He can't compete with Gilly or Joe Buttons. He's out of pocket, as Ab would say. Yeah, he is definitely out of pocket. Okay, Weed Child says this. F Troy Ave, he could have really hurt someone. Yo, Weed Child, I'm going to have to agree with you there. Because you're right. When you do something like that, you open fire in a public place, you can hurt somebody. And if the prosecutor or involved in this case feels like somebody needs to serve some time over this, then yeah, that's what's got to happen. That's what they're gonna fight for, and that's what could keep them in court for a longer time. A Leon says, so I'm confused. You talking about Troy Ave taking the stand, but hasn't. He just rapped about it. Till he does, he's not a rat. Taxstone wrote a whole letter to the judge. Taxstone is exempt. I'm not familiar with Taxstone's letter to the judge. Now, if you want to send that to me on Instagram, Mikey T _ the movie star, that's cool. But I'm only saying that when Troy Ave came out with the song Too Legit to Quit, a lot of people heard him say the line about the stand, and they were majorly thrown off by it. They were like, whoa, this guy just said he's going to take the stand. Middle finger from where? Middle finger from the stand. What up, C-Murd? Appreciate you tapping in. Yo, timestamps in the building with that $1 super chat. You know I appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody tuned in tonight. If anybody wants to support the channel with more than just a like or a comment, hit that Cash App. You guys know what to do. Really appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. I really feel like I got the best fan base, to be honest with you guys. I really feel like I got the best fan base, and I really appreciate you all tuning in. Abbott hit me yesterday. And let me know, you know what I mean? Let me know. If he's not a rat, why insinuate it? Exactly, Bishop T. Why insinuate it on your own song? Why insinuate it on your own song? He didn't need to do that. Nobody was thinking Troy Ave was going to take the stand. Everybody was like, oh shit, Troy Ave is out of jail. Troy Ave got a bail. Troy Ave is going to fight his case. He could have spent the next couple years fighting his case. He didn't need to do all that extra shit of going on there. But Troy Ave probably thought it was going to come a lot quicker than it had. At that point, COVID hadn't hit. One second, you guys. Just give me a second. Bear with me. Hit that like button. Share this video, you guys. Let's see what he says here. There we go. Did I get that right? There we go. Got it, guys. Sorry about that. We are good. We are good to go. Anybody want to support the channel, hit that Cash App. I'm about to roll me up an L, but we're talking about it tonight, you guys. Mike Floyd, appreciate you for tuning in. What do y'all think? I agree with Ab. Do y'all agree with Ab? Is Troy Ave out of pocket? Is Troy Ave out of pocket, you guys? I want to know. What do y'all think? Do y'all agree? Well, at least I'm looking like something, bro. At least I'm looking like something, because honestly, man, I don't even know your entertainment company, bro. But my shit is booming. My shit is booming. Bishop T says he knew he was going to take the stand, so he probably tried to put it out there before people found out. But I definitely agree with Ab. Yo, Bishop, I agree with you, man. But when he put out the song, when he recorded the song and put it out, this was pre-pandemic. So I got a feeling that the pandemic actually pushed the trial back majorly. So So, you know what I'm saying? He kind of put his foot in a big pile of shit before he had to. Troy Ave didn't need to come out and say, you know what I mean? I might have to do this. Like, bro, you haven't had to do anything yet. And you just have everybody thinking you're a rat now. And now he's trying to throw shade on Casanova. Now he's trying to distract the general public and call a man who can't really defend himself properly a rat. You know what I'm saying? Troy Ave is trying to deflect. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to deflect all this hate coming on. Oh, you guys are calling me a rat because I'm telling the truth about what happened in my situation. How about this guy who actually talked to the police? How about that? You know what I mean? Well, Troy, all you had to do was keep your mouth shut, and you weren't going to get deported like Shine. Troy Ave wasn't going to get 10 years like Shine. We saw Shine protect Diddy in a nightclub. Same type of shit. And Shine ended up getting 10 years in jail. Deported. Bangum Smurf defended his homie in New York. 3.5 years in jail. Deported. Troy Ave, you were not going to get deported. There's no talk of you getting deported. You are probably an American-born citizen. So you don't have the same things to worry about that guys like Shine and Smurf had to worry about. Yeah, Gary, a lot of money probably has been spent on legal fees because of the fact that, he's a high-profile case. So he probably had to spend a lot of money to get out of jail. Yeah. Oh, all right, I'm going to get your ass out of here. I'm going to get your ass out of here, too. You can't stand the heat with 170 people in here. Guys, Ab hit me. Well, I hit Ab and let him know about a number of things that are going on in the music industry. So obviously, I had to tell him about what happened with Troy Ave and Casanova. I had let Ab know about what happened with Casanova a few months back, and he had wished the best for Cass. Ab had told me, yo, they're targeting rappers. You know what I'm saying? If we look at happened with Bobby Shmurda's situation and we look at happened with Casanova's situation, it's relatively similar to AR Rab, you guys. Cash Washington says it's probably some shit we don't know about with Troy Ave. No, man. Honestly, I don't think it's something other than what we know about. I think actually this whole thing with Troy Ave is just what he put on himself. I think this whole thing with Troy Ave is what he put on himself, you guys. He put himself in the position to be looked at as a rat, and like Bishop was just saying, and like Bishop was honestly just saying, he was probably trying to get the general public ready in case that's what he actually had to do. And unknowingly, he did that. Unknowingly came the pandemic, which put everything out for a whole year, you guys. It put everything out for a whole year, and basically everybody was, doing different shit. Court dates were getting canceled, pushed back. Troy Ave's trial definitely got pushed back. Oh, BMO, you're a freaking retard, bro. You're talking to somebody that's actually interviewed Casanova. You're talking to somebody that's actually dealt with people that know Troy Ave. So get out of my chat. What do I have everything to do with this. I have everything to do with this, you guys. I don't jump on here and talk about shit that I don't know about, you guys. If you just heard some of the analogies that I brought in when it came to Troy Ave, yeah, that nut's about to get kicked out of here, man. He a little loser, jealous that we got something going. BB Vid, appreciate you, brother. Major salute. Guest said you don't got to explain yourself. Major salute, man. Major salute to you, you guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in here. That's why I continue to bring you guys this exclusive information. You know what I'm saying? This is why I continue to bring everybody this exclusive information. I got a feeling that nobody else, actually, I know it. Nobody else on the internet is going to bring you this accurate information. You know what I'm saying about AR Rab, but me. What does you being here even matter though, dude? SMH dude is a weirdo. Yeah, for real, for real. Almeen, appreciate you for tapping in. You know the news is going to stay consistent, you guys. For everyone just tuning in, I was speaking with AR Rab about the situation that happened with Casanova and Troy Ave. You know, Ab pretty much told me to tell him what's been going on in the industry as of late. I don't know if anybody missed the stream last night, but Ab was basically co-signing Drake's idea for Murder Mook versus Sue Surf. If you guys didn't see that stream last night, put the thumbs up and I'll read Ab's response if anybody needs it. But tonight we're actually talking about Ab's thoughts on Casanova and Troy Ave. If you guys see it in the headline, Ab actually said Troy Ave is out of pocket. And I'm wondering, do you guys in the chat think Troy Ave is out of pocket for dissing a man who is locked up? Do you guys think Troy Ave is out of pocket for dissing a man who is currently incarcerated and literally can't even respond to his disses? On Code always says Troy Ave is only doing this for attention. Without it, he would have none. Although she has on YouTube, it's good. Yo, yeah, you're right, man. Troy Ave's hits are way down. And right now, without going at Casanova, he would really have no attention to garner. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if major outlets like Media Takeout and TMZ are even grabbing this content from Troy Ave. And Ave is probably just looking to the fact that Casanova won't be getting out no time soon. And then when Casanova does get out, he's not going to be looking to partake in a petty beef with Troy Ave unless Troy Ave has ascended to 50 Cent like levels, which I highly doubt will happen. Jim Rodriguez says it was a little weird that he waited for Cass to be locked up and facing 25 years. You're right. You're right, man. Because to me, it looked like these two. I'm not saying Troy Ave and Casanova were going to work together, you guys. I'm not saying that. But it looked to me like they had buried the hatchet, sort of on some Uncle Murda Papoose shit from back in the day. If you guys had heard me use that analogy back in the day. Nah, man, he didn't. You know, there was brief conversation brought up with Casanova about Troy Ave, but Casanova didn't even really go that hard on Troy, and Troy didn't go that hard on Casanova when they were both out. When they were actually both out on the street. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in from the UK at 4:15 in the morning. Major salute to the UK. You know I love the UK fan base. Yup, guest. I agree with you 100%. Troy Ave is weak. He dissed Joey Badass and Steez way back. Yeah, that was bullshit. Dissing somebody that was dead. Dissing somebody that's locked up. It's a whole nother level of petty. I'm just going to call it bullshit, but it's a whole nother level of petty. It shows you the levels that this guy is going to go to get a reaction, because the whole internet was talking about that back in the day when he dissed Steez, when he dissed Joey Badass's homie Steez. Troy Ave just wants the buzz in New York, in NYC. On Code always says, I think Casanova started to feel Troy when he went through the sixth of the situation and people didn't believe him. I don't know what you're referring to there, man. Please clarify that. But yeah, at a certain point, I feel like Casanova, a lot of people in the industry accepted Troy Ave. You know what I mean? When he made All About the Money, I don't really know how that whole thing worked out with Manolo Rose. Never got to speak with Manolo Rose about it. But when he had All About the Money, Troy Ave really was taken off in the industry. And that's why, you guys, Casanova accepted him. Casanova wasn't going to, you know what I mean, sulk about the past. Casanova was on a new way of life. Casanova was getting money. Troy Ave was getting his money. He has female tendencies. I'd never seen a grown man bitch about other men to anybody but them. I think it's clear that he's washed and taken the Tekashi route. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me that he's going to go at Casanova. It would make more sense to me if Troy Ave would actually go after somebody that could respond to him, somebody that could respond to make more of a wave. Right now, it's kind of one-sided, but thinking about that, as I just said it, a guy like Troy Ave wants an easy win right now. Troy Ave doesn't want somebody to diss somebody and then that person to come at him and just call him out on everything that they can, make a diss song, and then get their career bigger. So right now, Troy Ave really wants the easy win, sort of like on some Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul shit. Yeah, guest. I actually read the information today. Big Meech's sentence is actually getting reduced by 3 years, I want to say. It's getting reduced. It was reduced from, almost 3 years. I believe he's going to be home in 2028 now, you guys. Ooh, Philly Throwback Rap Channel is in the building. Major salute to you. He says, Troy tried to diss Joe Budden, but no one cared. Troy's trying anything to get his buzz back. Yup. Troy is trying anything to get his buzz back right now. I'm going to have to agree with you. Going at Joe Budden, not an active rapper. So just getting Joe Budden to talk about you on the podcast is a positive thing. Major salute. They were speaking about Dark Low's Borrowed Time album on there. So yeah, going at Joe Budden and then getting a response on where, Joe Budden's not going to come back on some mood music shit. He knows Joe Budden's not going to come back on some mood music shit. But if Joe Budden talks about Troy Ave on the Joe Budden podcast, then that will drive more people to all those shows that Troy Ave has going on his channel, whether it's his talk show or his reality show or his new music. That's what Troy Ave was thinking. Did Joe Budden bite, though? Because obviously I haven't heard too much about it. Joe would wash Troy Ave, Jersey. Yeah. No, 100%. I agree with you. Joe would wash Troy Ave, but that's not what it's about. Because like I said, Troy Ave is looking for an opponent. Troy Ave is looking for an opponent that is not going to respond to him on rap. That's not going to make him look like a fool on rap. And he chose two right there that he could win easily. There's no way he could beat Joe Budden. Joe Budden could just say some shit about him on his podcast and make him look like a fool. Bishop says Troy is just looking thirsty for attention. I would have to agree with that. Or I think Tonite would say that Troy Ave is reaching. But 50 Cent would say Tonite is Troy Ave's hype man. K King says Troy Ave ain't looking for nothing. He's in a lose-lose either way. Well, K King, ever since Troy Ave said that stupid line on Too Legit to Quit, his career has really taken a nosedive. So I'm going to agree with you. His career is a lose-lose right now. And I just don't see any way that he can get it back at this point, you guys. I don't see any way he can get it back at this point. But you know what? They say a good single can save you from anything. If you remember Troy Ave's single, She Belonged to the Game, not quite as popular as All About the Money, but She Belonged to the Game really did some dope, some dope impressions. Now, what really threw me off is when they didn't include She Belongs to the Game on the album that it was near. Ransom Body Joe. Yo, Ransom is a beast. And that was back in the day, though, too, Jess West End. That was back in the day, too, when Joe was more in his bag on the rap. Now Joe is in his bag. Now, you know what I mean? Now Joe is in his bag when it comes to talking and reviewing. If Joe Budden reviewed a Troy Ave album, oh my God, it would be the end of It would just be good for Troy Ave, in all honesty. That's why Troy Ave wants Joe Budden to say his name. Prophecy Forever says, I'm sorry, but no hating, Mikey. Troy Ave is corny. I would listen to some slow jams before I bump him. Yeah, man. Troy Ave, a lot of people don't like Troy Ave. I'm not going to lie. His career been done since he fired them shots in the club. Why do you think that, though, K King? In all honesty, firing them shots in the club should have really put Troy Ave up to another level. It should have put Troy Ave up to another level, to be honest with you. When Code always says when Tax Stone's podcast started doing really well once again, black podcasters started going at Vlad. Once Charlemagne got up and running, and all the other podcasts like Drink Champs got a following. Schizo says Troy Ave is all cap. He should just stop. Troy Ave is all cap. He should just stop. I think he should focus on the music. That Casanova diss track isn't going to do anything. It's not going to get any traction for his career. Frank says, one thing in this business is to keep your name relevant regardless of what you have to do it. Okay, I'm reading what you're saying there, Frank. And Dark Low actually told me something similar to that just a few days ago, or just the other day. Dark Low told me some shit just very similar to that just the other day. He said, everybody hates you. Everybody hates you. That's a great thing. But when they stop hating you and stop talking about you, then you need to worry. This is what Low said to me, you guys. Yeah, this is what Low said to me, you guys. In the gray. Just so you guys know. Salute my bro, Dark Low, man. Chet, like I was saying earlier about the Troy Ave court case, with the pandemic, it seems like it got pushed back. With the pandemic, the court case literally has been pushed back so far to the point where it hasn't even happened. It's been pushed back to the point where Troy Ave literally didn't need to release that line, the line where he said, let me see, he said, I actually wrote this to Ab. I was like, yeah, he lost a lot of fans since the record he did called Too Legit to Quit. He rapped, I'm only loyal to my fan, middle finger from the stand. And now he's calling Casanova a rat? That's what I said to Ab, you guys. Like, Troy Ave, granted the man's not a psychic, so, nobody could tell that the pandemic was coming. So I got in his mind, he thought he was doing right. He thought he was doing right in his mind. You know what I mean? Because that was a natural next step in his career. Get the people ready for what he's going to have to do. Tell the people why he was going to have to take the stand. He was going to take the stand because he needed to be there to see his kids grow up, because he needed to be there to take care of his wife. Okay. He's trying to get the people ready for it. That's how these New Yorkers do. That's how these 50 Cent like guys do. They get you ready for it in their music. You know what I mean? They tell you narratives. They spin narratives. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing with Casanova right now. He's trying to spin a narrative. Yo, Punch 215, appreciate you tuning in. He said, shout out Mikey T. Keep that shit up, bro. Turk interview was 100. Appreciate you for tapping that in. The new Turk interview is out right now. And guest said, bro, the internet made everyone believe that they can remain relevant. But you know what? There's something that comes with relevance, man. There's something that comes with relevance, and it's got to be good music to make it relevant. Otherwise, it's going to be a flash in the pan. Troy Ave calling Casanova a snitch, okay, doesn't really hold any weight. Your video sucked. You know what I mean? Your paperwork was kind of inaccurate. Your paperwork looked kind of phony, to be honest with you. The paperwork to look a little phony. I don't even know what year the paperwork was from. I don't know what time period the paperwork was from. You know what I'm saying? But and then the video that you did with a dude running around impersonating Casanova in an ape outfit, like that's borderline retarded. You know, I'm just saying that's borderline stupidity what you did right there, man. It's oh no, the right word for it is amateur. It's amateur. There's no repeat value in it. I would never play that video again. I don't understand what Troy Ave is doing right now. A guy who has made records like All About the Money that attracted the attention of the likes of Rick Ross and Birdman, releasing records like She Belonged to the Game and entertaining deals with T.I. and Grand Hustle. And now you're making corny videos where you're dancing with a rat in your whip. Like, damn, man, that's pretty pathetic in my opinion. Facts. I heard the diss track. Probably one of the worst diss tracks of all time. I would just have to say. Major salute to you, Frank. I appreciate you following me back. Iceberg said, hit that like button if you feel like Troy Ave is a clout chaser. And I'm going to say this, Iceberg. You know, man, if we really take it back all the way, you know, the way that Troy Ave featured the G-Unit guys, you know, and 50 actually came at him for it. He was like, oh, 50 and Banks are Troy Ave's hype men now. Like, that was kind of clout chasing in a way, too, working with those guys, you know, to get all the attention and shit like that. But I just want to say, I think Troy Ave at first actually did have good music. I think when Troy Ave could focus, he could actually make some decent music. You know, that's that record with him and Lloyd Banks, where they were actually in the roller skating rink. You know what I'm saying? The record with Tony Yayo, I wasn't really too into, even though I'm a Tony Yayo guy. Yeah, we need Ab home, bro. We need Ab home. But I know Ab is working hard. You know what I mean? I know Ab is keeping at it every day. And I'm just glad I can be there for Ab to keep him at a level of sanity as well and keep his ear to what's going on in his profession. And that is the music industry, you guys. So that's when Ab asked me different things about what's going on. Right now, what do you guys think I should tell Ab about what's happening in the industry? What news should I send AR Ab? Everybody write it down right now in the chat, and I'm going to actually send whatever you guys think information I should send to Ab. I'm going to write it down, whatever you guys think I should send to Ab. When did Troy Ave rat? Troy Ave technically hasn't ratted to my knowledge. Now, I haven't had any access to any type of court paperwork. Some people consider ratting simply telling the truth. Some people consider ratting simply having a conversation with the police about what happened. So I'm not familiar. I haven't read any statements in that regard to this case. I haven't read any statements in regard to that situation. The one thing I heard, you know, first I heard Troy Ave, he's going to release a mixtape while he's locked up. Okay, good idea. Release a tape while you're locked up. We don't know when you're going to be home. We don't know when the bail's going to get made. Good. Troy Ave is actually rapping from the jail in there. Next thing you know, Troy Ave releases another project with another song on it once he gets out of jail. There's a song on there called Too Legit to Quit. Now, this song went, as Casanova said, over our head. It went over my head at first. Don't let it go over your head, though, because on this record, he said a very, very incriminating lyric. He said a very incriminating lyric, you guys, that I let go over my head at first. I didn't notice it. Why? Because I'm not listening to every single track on a Troy Ave album, man. It's not me. I'm not the biggest Troy Ave guy, so I'm not listening to every track on a Troy Ave album. So it went over my head. But I went back once I heard the news, or once he released the video, actually. He released a video for this song, Too Legit to Quit. You guys can all go watch it right now, where he actually said, I'm only loyal to my fam, middle finger, from the stand. So this guy released a music video of a song. This guy, Troy Ave, released a music video of a song where he was literally saying he was going to get on the stand. Now, you guys, you know about the new capabilities of music. You know about the new capabilities of adding and subtracting records on iTunes. Troy Ave could have easily deleted this song off of the playlist once he found out, oh, yo, the trial ain't coming up. Oh, yo, I'm not going to court this month. Yo, let's take this record off. Let's take this record off. Yo, man, I don't even know if we could call him. Is Troy Ave? Yo, anybody from New York? Iceberg, I know you're from New York. And Troy Ave is named after Troy Ave, right? So is Troy Ave known for snitching or something? Are there, you know what I mean? Is Troy Ave known for snitching? Because I think they're about to revoke his name. Bishop T says he's pulling that Rat 9 shit. I don't know what he's pulling you. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's pulling the because 6ix9ine took the stand. Yeah. Free AR Rab all the way from Buffalo. Tic Tac Boom says, who would you like to fight on BLK Prime? Me and Bang'em Smurf. Me and Bang'em Smurf on BLK Prime. Let's get it. The X G Unit Underboss versus Mikey T, the movie star. I could see it now. I'll do it MMA though. Put him in a leg lock. Snap it. Yup. LS said, he said the streets is a myth. Exactly. And then he did another record called The Streets is a Myth to further get it out there as to why he was distancing himself from the street. He's like, man, the streets isn't even real, man. Streets isn't even technically real, man. The streets is a myth. Why? Who would you guys want to see me? Oh, yo, sorry, bro. I wouldn't actually fight somebody who's irrelevant. Why would I fight somebody who's irrelevant? Doesn't make any sense. Why would you want me to fight somebody that's irrelevant? Skate, yo, who's Jay Williams, bro? Yo, it's roll-up time. I'm about to roll up, you guys. Please just give me a minute. We ain't stopping this. We ain't stopping the joint tonight. Ooh, let's see. We got some information about Troy Ave on Troy Ave, the street. Troy Ave never been valid out here. He used to visit his man that lived 2 blocks away from Troy Avenue and got deaded from repping that block. He used to deliver Domino's pizza and sell CDs out of book bag. Wow. Wow. Oh, Raw God says, get a big booty to roll up for UG. Yo, do you guys think it would be cooler if I had a chick on the show rolling up for me? If I invited a girl on the show to roll up for me? My man was saying that. He was like, yo, you need to have a girl on the show and your viewership will double. Feder Record says, Mikey T, I can't call Troy Ave a rat because you're allowed to take the stand in your own defense without ratting because it's your point of view. Okay, that's a good thing to point out, Feder Records, man. You know, I do appreciate you for tapping in on the live videos, man. It's always good to, you got to point out the things that you know, bro. You got to point out the things that you know. I was just pointing it out there that in the industry or in the streets, taking the stand is actually the worst thing that you could do. And while there was all this public or scrutiny over Troy Ave, like what's happening with him, why did he get out of jail? Is he ratting? And then he comes on a song and actually says that he was going to take the stand. It throws a lot of people off, man. A guy who had come out and saying that he used to sell blow and all types of shit like that. And Iceberg's telling me he was actually selling Domino's pizzas. Hell, You make a sale with Domino's Pizza every time. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, guest, man. Is that what you think? You think Smurf might have? You know, I got love for Smurf, man. I can't wait till Smurf comes back on the channel, man. I don't know if he ever will. But you guys know, you know, we ain't going nowhere. So if Smurf pops up on the channel in 5 years from now, or if he pops up on the channel 10 years from now, it is what it is. He was selling pies. Yeah, man. At Domino's, man, a pie gets sold every time. Every time the phone rings, they make a sale. That's why Troy Ave was always so good at selling shit. That's why on his song, he's always like, every time I got a call and made a delivery, I was selling pizzas. You had to call Domino's to get with me. Whoa, that was, please, Iceberg, what was that bar I just said, man? That shit was hard. Every time they called, I made a delivery. You had to call Domino's to get with me. Yep. That's the mixtape series he was doing back in the day. Bricks in my backpack. Bean pies. Bars. Facts. Damn, I got to pass a drug test, bro. What you got to pass a drug test before, bro? I never had a drug test in my whole life. The original pie flipper, Troy Ave. I flip all kinds of pies, man. I flip all kinds of pies. Pepperoni, sausage, pineapple, all kinds of pies, man. If a pizza pie gets sold on Troy Ave, I want in. Yo, guys, I really left everybody that I was beefing with in the dust. I really left everybody that I was ever beefing with in the dust. Nobody that I was ever beefing with left me in the dust, you guys. Ever. We ain't in the dust right now, are we? This shit's bigger than ever. Our shit's bigger than ever right now, you guys. Nobody could say they left me in the dust. Our shit's bigger than ever right now, period. Stop smoking, man, or you're never going to pass that drug test. No, I don't have a drug test. Okay, let's see. This is another story from Troy Ave Block. This is another story from Troy Ave, the block. Nobody used to buy his CDs. He used to do 2 for $5 deals, and dudes used to trip him down the stairs on purpose and dead the 2-liter sodas off his delivery bike. Ha! Oh, God. Are you guys reading this about Troy Ave? I might have to do another video just about this. I'm just playing. Troy Ave don't really do no numbers. I'm not hiding, bro. I'm not hiding. Hiding from what? I was out at Quad Studio last week. I ran into Philly dudes last week at Quad Studio in New York that were showing me love. People from Philly were showing me love. MeLove.com. You heard? People from Philly were showing me love because of the work that I put in. And that was dope, yo. You know, I was at New York and these dudes were right by Quad Studio and they're like, yo, Mikey T. They're like, Mikey T. And then Jay Critch walked in too. And my boy's like, yo, Crit. I was like, yo, what up? Mikey T, the movie star. And Jay Critch is like, Mikey T, the movie. He's like, Jay Critch. I won all my beefs. There wasn't one beef I didn't win. There wasn't one beef. There wasn't one beef I didn't win, y'all. North Side was popping. Yep, North Side. North Side be knowing me and shit. I'm about to go to Philly, just go to North and be like, yep, and just show love. I don't think people realize how much love I got for Philly. Gilly hit me and was like, yo, Mikey, I know Philly is like your second. No, Philly's like your third home. Gilly said Philly is like my third home because of how much time I spent in Florida. You know what I mean? Connecticut, obviously my first home, but I lived in Florida for like 5 years. Yeah, I destroyed that bird 2 bricks. I really did. I destroyed that bird. I destroyed the fake motivational speaker. I destroyed the blogger who was 8 months in. He said, I've been doing this for 8 months. You've been doing this for 8 months? Who cares, man? A woman takes 9 months to give birth, dude. You ain't shit. I destroyed everybody, man. Guest, Cass ain't telling dog. Dog did 10, bruh. It's in him. If he was snitching, he'd snitch on the first bid. Yeah, I agree with you, guest. Yep, Casanova done a bunch of time. And Troy Ave saying all this shit about him snitching is retarded because honestly, Casanova probably isn't going to have to snitch. Casanova's probably, yo, what up, Peasy? Appreciate you for tapping in. We were talking about Casanova and Troy Ave tonight. AR-Ab actually gave his response to it because, you know, a couple days ago, Ab had asked me what was going on in the industry. Ab was asking me what's been going on in the industry, so I had to let him know. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I told him a number of things, you know, like I told him about Lloyd Banks releasing his new album featuring some of the heavy hitters like Freddie Gibbs and Benny the Butcher. I told him about Lil Wayne and Birdman reuniting with Roddy Ricch for a record. I told him Troy Ave is going on a campaign calling Casanova 2 times a snitch. He's shooting videos and all types of shit trying to ruin his career. So I had to let Ab know about that as well as all the other stuff, you know, since I was letting him know about YFN Lucci's case and Pooh Shiesty's case. I let Ab know about the positive, the negative, and the music. You know what I'm saying? I try to let him know as best I can about what's going on. We had spoke on Casanova a number of times, you guys. If you remember, Ab said that he thought it was messed up what was happening to Casanova and how it was messed up that the feds are actually targeting rappers. So Ab actually had a response to this. When I told Ab, I was like, yo, Troy Ave is going on a campaign calling Casanova a snitch. He's shooting videos and all types of shit right now. Ab basically let me know, yo, he said, I'm good in here, bro. I'm just getting the feel of the place. I got to find my bid. I'm all over the place right now. But Troy Ave is out of pocket. SMH. I hope nobody is tuned in to his shit. That's what Ab said. And earlier I was saying, you guys, Ab is so connected. Like even being locked up since 2018, you guys, Ab seems so connected, you guys, with what's going on, saying, I hope nobody is tuned into his shit. And right now, the least people of Troy Ave's career, aside from when he was a struggling artist selling dominoes and CDs, he is at the most struggle point of his career where people just aren't tuning in, where people have lost what I don't want to just say lost hope, but they've lost interest in Troy Ave's career after everything that's transpired. You know, at first, this whole situation, they're like, oh shit, Troy Ave's going to come out of this. Damn, is Troy Ave about to get charged with murder? You knew Troy Ave was going to come out of it, but you didn't want to hear about him snitching. But then when he comes out with the song Too Legit to Quit, I had to respond to Ave and I was like, yo, yeah, he has lost a lot of fans since he did a song called Too Legit to Quit, where he rapped, I'm only loyal to my fam. Middle finger from the stand. Raw God, appreciate you. Arab went crazy on Vultures with Dark Low. Ab went crazy on Vultures. I just got a call for a brick or two. Yeah, Ab shit was crazy on that. But Ab told me this, you guys. Ab was like, yo, I don't remember writing that verse, but I'm telling you, I got at least 10 more verses that are even crazier than that. But I appreciate you, Raw God, for that super chat, man. If anybody else wants to support the channel, hit that Cash App. It's a more direct donation. It comes right to me. I appreciate the super chats, you guys. But if anybody wants to send a Cash App donation, Cash App Mikey T Movie, I definitely appreciate everybody that supports the channel. You know, we're here tonight, podcast night 2. You know, I got word from Arab in the last few days. Arab hit me up, let me know that he was at the USP Allenwood. I'm going to put his address here for everybody that would like to write Ab. I'm sure there's some people out there who would like to write Ab. So the information is pretty simple. You just need his first name and his registration number, as well as all the information. Here's the information right here to write Ab. Everybody that wants to write Ab, he would more than appreciate it. But also, I want to say, if you're going to write Ab, be sure to leave your phone number, because he would want to text response you guys. He wants to hit you guys on, they have a tablet in the Fed that you can just text on. So that'll be better for Ab to respond to everybody in a more timely manner. But send him your mail, you guys. Brick said some of the I just got a call for a brick or two. It's 21 a bake on a 62. Cookies on a plate, come and get a few. Extendo in the 40 playing peekaboo. But there's Ab's information right there to write him. Write my big bro. Write my big bro, man. Write Ab. I just hit him. I'd asked him a few weeks ago about, or a few days ago, about if he needed anything like for headphones, MP3 player, television, anything like that. I wanted to make sure Ab could actually get the music, but I don't really know how that process works with an MP3 player, yo. Bricks, this is the information to write Ab right here, but leave your number. Ab wants everybody that writes him to leave a number so he can basically text you back on his calling app. But yeah, man, major salute to Arab for actually commenting on this whole situation with Troy Ave. He said, Troy Ave is out of pocket, and I hope nobody is tuned in. And it's just crazy how connected Ab really is. You know, you can tell that connection to the music industry because, yo, nobody is tuned in to Troy Ave right now. Nobody wants to hear this bullshit of him dissing Casanova, a man who's locked up. Yeah, leave your number. Everybody that writes Ab, I've actually got it pinned up, the way to write Ab. Everybody that wants to write Ab, you can write him now. Send him a letter. If you guys want to leave your number so he can respond, or if you just wanted to actually write him a letter, you know what I mean, to send him some good spirits, you know, that's up to you. He did 35K on that track. Are you talking about Vultures? Yeah, I thought Vultures on Dark Low's channel was up to more like 40,000 though now. I just got a call for a brick or two. It's 21 a bake on a 62. What does that mean, Bricks? Yo, Bricks, what does that mean? It's 21 a bake on a 62. Does that mean it's 21 grams of baking soda on 62 grams of Coke or something? Oh, yeah, he did 35. Wow. Wow. That is so bad. That is so bad. So Troy Ave has a song, or the song that he's dissing Casanova on, and it only has 35,000 views. Yep. Jesse B, I agree with you 100%. I think everybody in the chat pretty much agrees with that. There's nothing cool about dissing a man locked up. Troy Ave is whack for that, 100%. But you know, somebody earlier brought up how Troy Ave actually dissed Joey Badass's homie Steez, General Steez, right, you guys? And he dissed him after he was dead. Troy Ave is actually known to do a lot of distasteful shit, and dissing Casanova while he's locked up, you know, especially because you had the opportunity to clearly go at him while he wasn't locked up. You know what I mean? While he wasn't locked up, you could have went at him. So it's really distasteful. $95K, yeah, it ain't shit when you think about the fact that artists that are really dropping albums are doing millions of views. It's yeah, Capital Steez. Thank you, Bricks. Yeah, I was thinking General Reezy, man. Rest in peace, General Reezy. Rest in peace, Capital Steez. Yeah, yeah. Troy Ave be doing some distasteful shit on records. You know what I mean? Like, what can I say, yo? New York dudes are disrespectful, man. And I'm an East Coast dude too, so I know how disrespectful we are and shit like that. It's like, but I really respect the people out there who say shit like, yo, dissing somebody while they're in jail is wrong. You know, I respect those people who say shit like that. Like, that shit ain't cool to be dissing people who have passed on. That ain't dissing dead ops. You know what I mean? Even it's good to see that Little Dirk is going to step away from that shit, man. You know, we face too much loss. You know what I mean? We face too much loss. Like, Casanova has a mother who we've seen documented on in revolt. We've seen his girlfriend or his wife. You know what I mean? We know who's hurting out of this situation. Why are you going to diss this man and try to rip down his career? A career that, I got to say, Casanova had a more thriving career than Troy Ave. I don't even think Troy Ave really okay, so they both had two major singles, I guess, right? What do you guys think? They both have. Brick said, when Troy Ave gets to the yard, he's going to have to see them dudes that F with Casanova. He's still fighting a wild case. Well, Bricks, that's saying that Troy Ave is actually going to have to serve some time. I got a feeling right now, Troy Ave, he was locked up for a few months or something like that, and he's been on house arrest. I got a feeling that Troy Ave is going to go on time served, just to be 100% with you, man. Troy Ave is probably going to go with some more prison time or some more house arrest time as well. You think Troy Ave is going to do a year in jail or so? What up? What up? What up? Lean Breezy in the building. Appreciate you, King. Appreciate you, King. For everybody just tapping in, I've actually got AR Rab's information. I've actually got AR Rab's information pinned to the chat. If anybody wants to write AR Rab, you can write him right now. I say leave your phone number so he can hit you back on the texting device. Bricks, you've heard all about the money, man. Come on. All about the money. And she belonged to the game. Now, Casanova had he had Set Trippin', and he had Don't Run. He had a couple others too. You know, he had some records with Fabulous and Chris Brown and shit. Time served for a shooting. I think his no, he's not gonna get attempted. He's not gonna get the attempted. It's gonna go down. It's gonna go the charge is gonna be drastically reduced, man. He's not gonna get attempted. That's not what that was. I mean, unless the judge is like, listen, you had the weapon, you didn't need to fire. They had another weapon. What are you talking about? I for real never heard them joints. Bishop say he's going to get time served after he takes that stand. And Bishop, that's why I'm going to come back and say this again. Troy probably go up for reckless endangerment. Boom. Boom, right there, New York smoke. But I'm going to say Bishop, yo, I don't think Troy Ave is going to have to take the stand in this case. I honestly don't think I honestly don't think Troy Ave is going to have to take the stand in this case. If if he was a little bit more intelligent, or maybe if his lawyer would have told him so, like, I don't think he's going to have to take the stand to prove what happened that night. I think it's going to be pretty evident. I think there's going to be other people that testify who was the first person that pulled out that night. I don't think Troy Ave is going to have to take the stand in order to prove his innocence that night. I don't. Jesse B brings up Jesse B brings up a good point that Troy Ave was only hot for a second when 50 messed with him for a brief moment. Well, he wasn't going to take the deal with 50 unless it was just too good to be true. It looked more like Troy Ave was doing business with T.I. A couple of the main hitters, even Ross and Birdman, were showing love to Troy Ave. Yeah, you might be, but also Troy Ave did, he did commit a shooting on camera, and I think that's a year or 15 months for reckless endangerment. Okay. Yep, that's what I think Troy Ave is going to be facing. I think New York Smoke is right. I think New York Smoke is right on that. I think New York Smoke is right on that they could reduce it to reckless endangerment because of the fact that he fired in a public area. Troy Ave is going to Pete C if he FaceTime. Now I'm telling you, Troy Ave has probably served over a year of house arrest at this point. Yeah, Casanova made a really big name for himself in the music industry, man. I'm not gonna lie. Because at first a lot of people thought, okay, Casanova's getting home. What's he got? What's he got? Like, okay, but don't run smacked. And they're like, okay, this guy's it. This guy's it. I remember the whole shit. Yeah, Jesse, I was actually talking about the song Too Legit to Quit. But I don't think, that is enough. I mean, it made the world look at him crazy. It made the world go, okay, we're not banging any more Troy Ave albums. You just openly admitted to you're going to take the stand on your album. I'm good. I don't care, Troy Ave, if your album sounds like New York again, because he came back with the campaign. If you like the album New York, you're going to love the new Troy Ave. Damn. No, I don't remember that. But Iceberg says, does anybody notice how French and Chinks, rest in peace, wanted nothing to do with Troy? He tried to align himself with the Coke Boys at one point, but Droop and Cheese deaded that ASAP. They ain't even want him around. LOL. Does anybody remember that? Can anybody remember that more clear? Troy Ave trying to align himself with the Coke Boys, possibly with Chinks. I know Chinks and Troy Ave actually had an issue at BET 106 in Park. Iceberg, had you heard about that? Could you tell me a little bit more about that? Leaf Ward's dope. Nah, nah. Facts, only Iceberg. Um, Troy knows the game. He's no dummy. The boys are listening and he knows it. So he can be plotting to put himself into position to avoid time. I don't think Troy Ave at the end of the day was going to be facing that much time, you guys. I don't think Troy Ave at the end of the day was going to be facing that much time. Once everything, I mean, sure, he's caught up in a case that's going to take probably 3 or 4 years, now 3 to 4 years of his life with the pandemic. I mean, a murder case takes years anyways. But at the end of the day, Troy Ave is not going down for that. He defended himself. It would be stupid to think Troy Ave was going down for that, as long as he has the right representation. But I mean, I think a good representation would have told him, don't make any song where you say you're going to take the stand. Do you know how much? But that's what he wanted, you guys. He wanted all that attention, I guess. I guess he wanted that extra attention. Brick said people snitch. People snitch when they face in just a year, bro. Joshua Jackson said he shot into a crowd. Yep. Troy Ave had a mountain of flour in front of him, quoting Scarface. Nah, Liam, that was he disbanded the BSB gang after that, actually. He disbanded from Hovain and Lido after that. But New York Smoke, he could say that they had other weapons and they were continuing on. Like he could easily say that. But New York Smoke says, nah, that's not considered defending yourself when you shoot at someone who's running away from you. Very, very clear point right there. And we don't have self-defense in New York. Well, Bricks, BSB was actually Troy Ave, and they had young Lido. I had actually done an interview. I had actually done an interview with young Lido in a few years ago. Did crazy numbers. We Child says any case in New York is serious. Yeah, We Child, you're 100% right. Because look what happened. Look what happened to even Little Wayne, you guys. Look what even happened to Little Wayne, y'all. Little Wayne at his height. Little Wayne at his height, right after he found Drake, right as Drake was bubbling. You know what I'm saying? Little Wayne got sent to jail for 8 months, the biggest star in the world. So maybe I was wrong about time served, you guys. Maybe I was wrong about time served. Yup. I totally hear you, New York Smoke. That's what it's like in New York, apparently. That's what I was thinking after you said that. Because it's like if someone does something to you, I guess they want you to turn around and run away and avoid the situation and call them or just act like it never happened. Iceberg says the worst part is Hovain wasn't even stealing from Troy Ave like he accused him. Hovain is a good dude. Hovain is a good dude, man. I remember one time a few years back, my dude before Troy Ave went through all this crazy shit when Troy Ave was actually popular. We had Troy Ave out in my boy had him out to the Lotus Lounge, the club that's now renamed the 444 Lounge. I believe it was the one in Norwalk, though, because he had two spots, one in Norwalk and one in West Haven, Connecticut. Both very popular cities in Connecticut. You guys, my dude owns a popular nightclub. So when we had Troy Ave come out and it was a success, I was actually talking to Hovain. Hovain gave me a bottle of rosé, and shit was awesome. I was like, yo, that guy just gave me a bottle of rosé. That's freaking legit. You know what I mean? It was pretty much a whole full bottle of rosé that him and Troy Ave literally poured a glass out. And then I'm like, yo, what's up, Hovain? Homie's not going to drink. Me and Hovain were talking, and Hovain gave me the bottle of rosé. So I really had a lot of respect for Hovain. But and now we see the position that he's in working with Lloyd Banks. And I can only imagine that Hovain is going to take Banks on a lot of the touring destinations that he had gone to with Troy Ave at one point. I don't know him personally, but everyone seems to like him and say the same thing, Mikey. Troy is out of pocket. Yeah, Troy was out of pocket for distancing himself from Hovain and Young Lido. And Young Lido was on a major ascent in the game at that point, you guys. And he distanced himself from Young Lido because Young Lido got himself out of harm's way. Are you kidding me right now? Young Lido made sure he didn't get put in jeopardy, and now you're going to distance yourself from Young Lido? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever to me. The man made sure he didn't die, so now you don't want to work with him. Okay, makes a whole lot of sense. I'd have to ask Troy Ave about that one. But when I get my show on Revolt, I'm sure, or when I get my show with Drink Champs, or when I get my show with Barstool Sports and Gilly, I'm sure I'll be able to ask Troy Ave whatever the hell I want to ask him. Nah, man, I think he gave that single to Young Lido, didn't he? Like, that was one thing I think he gave that single to Young Lito. Didn't he, Iceberg? Because I was like, yo, he put Young Lito on this joint that's really dope, and he gave it to Lito, I thought. Or was it the other way around? That's crazy that my guy Iceberg says that, though, about everyone saying that Troy Ave is out of pocket. I wasn't really thinking that term until Ab hit me and said, yo, Ab hit me and said, Troy Ave is out of pocket. SMH. I hope nobody is tuned into his shit. What was the song again called? Yo, 5G Warrior, just plugging in. Appreciate you, bro. Brick City, Jersey, just tapping in. Appreciate you, man. Somebody's gotta have to tell me what this means. But We Child says, you're a true hip hop head. You remind me of Stretch and Ba. Everything's good, man. You know, I just had to come on here tonight to speak on this whole situation with Casanova and Troy Ave. Because, you know, Casanova has been locked up since the beginning of the year. And now Troy Ave wants to diss the hell out of him. Now Troy Ave wants to kick the man while he's down. And, you know, it's kind of disturbing to me. You know what I mean? It's kind of disturbing to me that Troy Ave really thinks he's going to get somewhere doing this. Instead of trying to work on music and further his craft, Troy Ave wants to diss somebody that he beefed with in the past behind closed doors. Now, these guys, they had a beef. Troy Ave and Casanova had a beef, but it was one of those beefs where you kind of didn't want to talk about it in public. Now, let's just put it out there. You know what I mean? They didn't want to talk about it in public. They didn't. They wanted to keep it behind closed doors. Maybe it was a Brooklyn thing. Maybe they had respect for Brooklyn, or maybe somebody was put in a predicament that they never wanted the world to know about. And now that somebody is in jail and can't tell the world about said situation, it's time to talk shit. That's just me hypothesizing, though, you guys. It could be the total opposite. You know what I mean? It could be the total opposite. Major salute Buffalo on the check-in tonight. Mikey T. Who's Troy? Oh, the Tupac wannabe. Somebody actually said earlier in the chat, Troy Ave was going to court in the wheelchair, trying to look like Pac. Didn't he actually make a project called the New Pac or something like that? I know Boozy made one called Boo Pac, but didn't he make one called the New Pac? God, man, he just wants to do something to sell records. Appreciate Dallas on the check-in. Okay. This is a good thing to insert right here into the topic. And I appreciate you, Bricks, as well, citing my hip-hop knowledge. That's love, bro. Troy Ave want to beef his way to the top like 50 did, but his corny ass doesn't have the bars like 50, so his controversy won't sell. And also, Bricks and everybody else watching, I want to point out that Troy Ave is actually beefing with somebody who cannot technically respond, meaning the beef won't go anywhere. The beef won't, like, you see the Troy Ave diss on Casanova has under 100,000 views. That means nobody gives a damn about it. Nobody cares about it. My video interviews are doing more views than Troy Ave's attempt to make a viral moment by dissing Casanova and having some guy put on a rat outfit and follow him in a music video. Troy Ave, you're supposed to be worth millions of dollars. Why are you filming a music video that looked like it cost $1,500 to produce? Like, you got to have more respect for yourself as an artist. If you were going to do the whole thing with the rat portraying Casanova, do it for a moment or two. Don't do it. Don't have the dude shadowing you out through the whole video, man. It made it look like amateur hour. Iceberg, would you agree? Did that video not look like amateur hour? Bricks, go look up the video with Troy Ave running besides this ape that ripped off his mask and turned out to be a rat. It looks like the most amateur music video. You know what I'm saying? It looks like something somebody would have called me in 2009 and paid me $1,000 to shoot for them. I mean, I would be like, are you sure you just want to run around the whole video with this gorilla following you, dude? That's kind of corny. I'm just being honest. But yo, major salute. Sorry, Calvin. I was just going on a rant right there. Trenton, New Jersey is in the building. Major salute. Major salute to you. Yep. That's facts on the 5th comment. Mikey T, the main man, movie superstar. Only 1% in the building. Major salute to you, bruh. You know, I appreciate you tapping in. Bricks. 50 went after people that could reply. Troy Ave is dissing a dude in prison. He is a dork. Exactly. 50 other guys in the industry, when you generally do a rap beef, you know what I mean? It can go somewhere as long as you have somebody that can respond to you. You know what I mean? Troy Ave seems to diss the dead. Troy Ave disses people that are locked up. Troy Ave disses people that can't even give him any competition when it comes to a battle. I don't know what he's thinking. It's like it's going to get you nowhere, man. Like, you probably lost a shitload of your fan base when you went against Joey Badass's homie Steez. Like, Joey Badass can actually sell some units, man. Joey Badass actually can sell some units. And what do you think you're doing? Kind of like an embarrassing or a blemish, I should say, on Troy Ave's career. Yep, exactly, King Gaddafi. He's playing it safe. He's playing it safe rather than doing something that could really generate a buzz. You know what I'm saying? If Casanova was out on the street, and could respond, sure, this would probably be the hottest battle out of Brooklyn right now with how hot Brooklyn, New York is. This would be the hottest thing in Brooklyn right now. But why doesn't Troy Ave go after Chef G? Why doesn't Troy, you know what I mean? Why doesn't Troy Ave go after somebody like that? You know what I mean? Why doesn't Troy Ave go after Sleepy Hollow? Why doesn't Troy Ave go out, why doesn't Troy Ave do something like that with somebody that's not incarcerated? If Casanova wasn't locked up right now, hell, this would be a battle that was getting everybody's appetite. You know what I mean? This would be hitting on all cylinders if Casanova was out of jail. But would it even be happening if Casanova wasn't locked up? Troy Ave probably wouldn't say a word if Casanova was out on the streets. Oh, I like it. I like it, Brick City. You're a little bit late to the video, but you're sharing the same sentiment that I was saying a little bit earlier with Troy Ave, getting involved in this whole situation at Irving Plaza. And then Brick City says, if Troy's ass would have stayed in his lane instead of playing the tough guy, he would have been popping now. I have to agree with you. Like I was saying earlier, Troy Ave, when that Irving Plaza situation happened, wasn't at the level of the TIs and the 50 Cents, but that situation should have propelled him up to that level of notoriety had he played his role. But nah, he kind of did the Quando Rondo thing. And he's like, let me capitalize on this right now. Let me capitalize now. Let me do show. Bro, nobody wants to go to your shows right now. Everybody wants to mourn the loss of King Von. Let people mourn the loss of Banger right now, Troy Ave. This isn't about you, bruh. Other people done lost their life. People were hurt in this situation. You need to sit back and let the shit play out. And then you could come on later as the hero. But nah, he wanted to be the hero right off the bat. Nah, you got to sit down and play your role, man. You got to sit down and play your role. You got to stay in your lane, dude. But that guy's lane, I guess, is to come out with a song called Too Legit to Quit. Let's just look at the analyzation. Let's analyze the title. Too Legit to Quit. So this guy's basically saying he's too legit. Like he done started a legit business. And now even if he has to snitch, he's He doesn't want to quit. Is that what he means by that title? What are you talking about? DJ Vlad doesn't even do what I'm doing right now. You cornball. Someone's saying in the chat that I'm trying to be DJ Vlad right now. DJ Vlad doesn't do this. Are you crazy? DJ Vlad doesn't do this. All respect to DJ Vlad, but this isn't what DJ Vlad does. Yep. We got a hater. We got a hater. I'm going to throw his ass out like Uncle Phil. Yo, you're going to get your ass thrown out like Uncle Phil does. Hold on, let's get his ass out of here, you guys. Probably is. Dude talking about how long have I been in the industry? Bro, I was born in 1988. I was listening to my first hip-hop albums by 1998. DMX's first albums, doggy. I was born in 1988, and I was listening to my first hip-hop albums by 1998. DMX, doggy. I don't have any regrets, or I don't have any resentments of when I came into knowing about hip-hop, you guys. I came in right after Pac and Big died. You know what I mean? Because I was born in 88. In 96, when they passed, I was like 8 years old. You know what I mean? I was like 8 years old at that point. I still was just growing up and shit. I wasn't even really listening to music back then and shit, to be 100% honest with you. But in 1998, when I was out on my front porch with all my friends and my brother had the boombox out there, we were listening to DMX's first albums. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah. Yo, you know, we can stand the hate. Hold on, we can stand. Let me read a message to you guys that Dark Low said to me. I want to read a message to you guys that Dark Low said to me, you guys. Mike, you've been counting money since 88. I've been straight since 88. Oh, he named himself after Poland Spring, Mikey. You can't take him serious. Oh shit. Yeah, exactly, King. But Dark Low told me, you guys, he was like, everybody hates you. That's a great thing. Everybody hates you, Mikey T. That's a great thing. But when they stop hating and they stop talking about you, then you need to worry. This is what Low said to me, you guys. It's in the gray, what Low said to me. Everybody hates you. That's a great thing. But when they stop hating you and stop talking about you, then you need to worry. Then you need to worry. That's what Dark Low told me, you guys. That's the inspiration and the words that I'm getting from Dark Low. I respect Dark Low. I put my career on the line for Dark Low. Why? Because he deserves everything that he's getting right now. He deserves all the acclaim he's getting from all the major websites. Yo, Husky, what's popping, man? You know, we're talking about Casanova, Troy Ave, Arab responding to the whole situation. Shit was pretty crazy. Share this video, everyone. It's only 12. We're just getting started, you guys. We're making a movie tonight. I'm going to go back and I'm going to read the message from Ab again in a second for Husky and everybody just tuning in. But I want to know, what's everyone smoking? You know I got to know. What's everyone smoking? I want to know, what's everyone blazing tonight? I got the red runts. Red runts out of a Palma Dutch. Red runts out of a Palma Dutch. Oh, damn. Weed Child be blazing some good shit, you guys. Lemon Cello. Damn, bro. That sounds awesome. Tell me a little bit about the limoncello so I don't got to look it up, man. Just sounds freaking awesome. What's everyone smoking, yo? I'm putting some runs down right now. Sleepy Joe OG James Brown. Okay. I love OG. I love OG. Only thing is in Connecticut, y'all, I can't find none of it. I can't really find no OG in Connecticut. It's pretty crazy. Now, the dispensary just had some Skywalker OG. The dispensary just had some Skywalker OG. I was really tempted to go there, but I ran into some more runts. Baklava. Only 1%. What is that, man? What's that a mixture of, bro? Humble pie. My man Flacco. Carlos Rodriguez is smoking some humble pie. Flacco said nothing. I'm at work. Damn. So you don't be sneaking out at work to go smoke a little bit, bro? Or you don't got a vape pen so you could go smoking in the bathroom and shit on your break and shit? That's what I would be doing if I had a job like that. I'd be going out to my whip. What's everybody smoking before we get back into the ARAB news? That's right, Husky. I got you, bro. I appreciate the 199 super chat. That's my guy right there. Husky, major salute, man. Major salute. I love it, man. Really appreciate everybody tapping in and everybody that donates to the channel, you guys. That's amazing, you guys, because that just shows me how much you guys appreciate what I do. If anybody wants to send a direct donation, it's Cash App Mikey T Movie. We're gonna go back into the news in just a second. You guys also had Ab commenting on Drake and Rollo. Also, major salute to D Jones, Jonesy from North Philly, showing me love out in New York. Ab spoke on that. So if anybody wants to donate to the channel, it's Cash App Mikey T Movie. Major salute to Husky Andy for the 199. He said, salute Mikey T. Can you inform me on what I missed? We're going to get back into it in a second. I just want to know, what is everyone smoking as we take our little smoke break? Taking a little smoke break, you guys. I want to know, what is everyone smoking? Jason Berry says he's smoking on that AK. Jason, what are you smoking the AK out of, bro? You smoking a bowl, or you smoking a bong, or you smoking a blunt of AK-47? I want to know. Oh shit, Flacco. Flacco, my man is a hustler. He's working and he's listening to the podcast. You have no idea how much I appreciate that, Flacco. God bless you. Where are you from, bro? What's everyone smoking, y'all? Let me know what you're smoking. I'm pulling back some of these runts right now before we get back into the news. I got you, Husky Andy. What's Weed Child said? Very white with lemon pine taste. That's what Weed Child's smoking. He said that's that limoncello, you guys. I didn't even have to look back up. I remembered the name. Personally, y'all, I really like anything that has the word lemon in it. You know what I mean? I saw some people dissing lemon meringue, though, which I think my homie got. One of my good friends, my bro Jesse, Messy Jesse, they used to call him. He got the lemon meringue, and that shit was fabulous, man. That shit was fabulous. So dissing lemon meringue is stupid, especially if you don't have to pay dispensary prices for it. So what's everyone smoking, man? My man said that Kerple fantasy, or did you mean purple? I bet you meant purple. Yep, follow me on IG. I should be able to message in a few days, you guys. Logan? Where, Massachusetts, bro? Okay. Billy Kember had to add the wax. Damn. James Brown, salute to you, bro. Oh, oh, Flacco, you're in Philly? That's lit. Logan's a part of Philly? I didn't know that shit, man. Whoa, Iceberg. Iceberg's on the Jungle Boys. Why? The Jungle Boys. I love Jungle Boys, yo. Was I doing the live video? Yo, Darren. Excuse me, Flacco. I appreciate that $5 Cash App, man. You are the man, yo. Yo, James, you're right. You're right. Well, I mean, I don't be out in Buffalo, to be honest with you. I don't be out in Buffalo, but I just mean you're right in general, because around here in Connecticut, it sure as hell is hard to find real sour diesel. Like they say they have it at the dispensary, but I've never really liked it. My man, my guy who be hooking me up with the runts and shit, when he has sour, sometimes he'll have the Hittin' brand of the sour. Strawberries and cream. Let me see. Did I miss any of the joints? Okay. Yeah, remember we was talking about spittage last night from Brickyard? That's Logan. Okay, yep, I do remember that, Bricks. Yo, Tampa, Florida in here. Appreciate you for tapping in. So we'll get back to the news real quick, you guys. ARAB had hit me and told me that he was in Allenwood, USP Allenwood, you guys. He hit me out after about a week, maybe a little bit longer. I wasn't putting out any videos at a certain point because Avid told me, yo, Mikey T, let everybody know where I'm going when you find out where I'm located. So I found out that Ab was located at the USP Allenwood. So I let everybody know that he told me to let know. But at that point, Ab had been transferred, you guys. So I wasn't able to get in contact with Ab. And I had to pretty much wait for him to contact me. I'm just laying down a little bit of the background of what was happening over the last few weeks, why we didn't have any new updates from Ab since the first update of him being at the USP Allenwood. So Ab hit me a few days ago and he was like, bro, I'm at the USP Allenwood. He said, bro, I'm at Allenwood USP. And I said, yo, morning, Ab. I said, yeah, I told dude, and I let everyone know that it said that all you need to do is send the mail with your name and your registration number, which is up in the link right now. I have it pinned up, Ab's information to send him mail if anybody wants to send him mail. I told him I was reading a little bit about the jail. It said the population was 923, and a lot of people already knew about it. They don't got a TV in there, I asked. And also, how can you get music in there? I wanted to ask Ab a couple of these things because I know he told me that he had a real interest in hearing some of the recently released projects from OBH members. I saw that they have headphones and stuff. I'm like, how are you though, Ab? How did everything go with changing over to the jails? Ab told me, yo, bro, I'm up here with some of the guys that 6ix9ine told on. This jail is mostly New York and DC dudes. They basically run this joint. Philly is the minority, but I'm good. I'm staying low and out of the way. What's new out there? I said, damn, Ab, that's crazy that you're out there with some of the people that 6ix9ine actually ratted on. And I looked it up, you guys. Shoddy is actually at the medium security. Ab confirmed it for me. He's in high security. Shoddy is actually in the medium security. Yo, Brick, I would love to go see Ab, but I was looking it up, the visitation rights, and they actually do it from a point system. It's like you get 9 points either. I think it's got to be 9 points a month or 9 points a week. I'm not too sure. I'd say it has to be 9 points a month. And that's based on how many visitors you can have. So you got to understand, you guys, I don't want to take away any of Ab's time that he gets to spend with his family. I know family is the most important thing. The fact that Ab and I actually are able to converse like this is great. I want to find out what's the whole system with the calling cards. Does he actually need a calling card to call me? Is he not able to just call me off of a phone that's in the jail? I don't know about that stuff, you guys, just to be 100% honest with you guys. But I got to figure it out. Like I was asking Ab if he's able to get a television. I was asking Ab if he's able to get the headphones and how he's able to get music. Some people in the chat were telling me you can get an MP3 player in there, and that's how you actually download music. So I would really like to help Ab get those things. You know, hell, if Ab can have a TV, I would like to make sure he had a TV. I would like to make sure Ab has all the music that he wants to listen to. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that I'm able to talk to Ab. I want to make sure that Ab is able to talk to other people. If I can help little things like that, I would like to help. Iceberg says, I wonder if Mel Matrix is in there. Ab's going to click with him for sure. He's the realist. Always followed protocol. Yep. Laughing my ass off. You're in tune. New York Smoke says, I don't even smoke sour, but I see it often, and it ain't the sour it used to be. Yeah. Yeah, Bricks. That's actually what some people were saying in the chat the other night, unless it was just you saying that, Bricks. But I believe some other people said that you couldn't get a television in there or something like that. Like I said, I didn't see it on the commissary list, but I'm not sure that I saw an MP3 player on the commissary list either. And not to sound so like I'm not technologically relevant, but I don't even know how to work an MP3 player, to be honest with you. Do they work pretty much like the iPods from back in the day where you can hold like 1,000 songs on it or something? I don't know how it works. All I know is, like, how do you even find the music on that shit? How would Ab find Dark Low Borrowed Time? I think it's the state where you get a TV in your cell. So what is there like Bricks? Is there like a common room? Is there like a common room where they basically go to watch TV? But let's get back into it, you guys. So I said, damn, that's crazy, Ab. You're out there with some of the people that 6ix9ine ratted on. He actually performed a few times, big crowds, but the people weren't making much noise. Pooh Shiesty done got himself caught up in Miami at the King of Diamonds strip club. Someone tried to take his money and he clapped at them. He turned himself in this week. YFN Lucci was out, but 101 count indictment dropped, including him, and his bail was revoked. Shit's been pretty crazy out here, Ab. Lloyd Banks finally put out his new album. He had all types of features on there. Benny the Butcher, Freddie Gibbs. The new generation is really digging it. Lowe just told me that he's going to get some gold fronts. The general public is really taking his joint borrowed time. Little Reese just got done so bad. Apparently, he was in a stolen car and the owners beat the hell out of him. There's a video on the net of him bleeding out of the mouth badly. Little Reese says that he was in a car accident, but you can see someone actually lunge at Reese while he was on the ground and a woman screaming, "That's what you get." I think Reese was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know how that goes. Sometimes dudes from the hood try to impress their industry friends. And then I told Ab about Troy Ave. I said, Troy Ave is going on a campaign calling Casanova a snitch. He's shooting videos and all types of shit. Ab had this to say. Ab was like, I'm good in here, bro. I'm just getting the feel of the place. I got to find my bid. I'm all over the place right now. Troy Ave is out of pocket. SMH. I hope nobody is tuned in to his shit. So I'm going to repeat it. I said Troy Ave is going on a campaign calling Casanova a snitch. He's shooting videos and all types of shit. As I spoke on earlier, you guys, Troy Ave did a whole video where he had this gorilla with a rat mask flanking him throughout the whole video. It really looked like amateur hour. And he's just been going all over his Instagram talking about how Casanova is crying to the feds and shit like that. Salute Bullets Gotti in the building. You know what I mean? He's been doing all types of shit trying to smear campaign Casanova's career. And Ab said that Troy Ave is out of pocket. SMH. I hope that nobody is tuned in to his shit. And this is coming from Ab, who actually has worked with Troy Ave. You know, I remember when I was doing an interview with Young Lito, right? It was after my dude's show when my dude had brought Troy Ave out, right? And Lito was there in Hovain, like I was just telling you, and they gave me the bottle of the rosé and shit. And I was like, yo, these guys are good in my book. They gave me a bottle of see-through red rosé. Okay. They're good in my book. So I had actually went and did an interview with Young Lito. I did an interview with Young Lito actually, and Troy Ave, Troy Ave. I'm sorry, hold on. I just got caught up with this comment right here about Benny the Butcher. You know Benny the Butcher. Benny the Butcher, one of the hardest new rappers I've heard lately in the last 10 years, if not longer. Yeah, no, Benny the Butcher is hard as hell. Sorry, that comment just caught me up in the middle of the story. Gene says, who is Troy Ave? Well, Troy Ave had a buzz for a minute, man. Like I was saying, I was just in the middle of interviewing Young Lito and shit. Haters want a response, G. Yeah. Iceberg, I'm sorry. I lost track of where I was going with that. Iceberg, do you remember what I was just saying right then? Sorry, guys. I lost track because of that. I'm reading a bunch of the comments. What's going on with Skinny Me? I was actually just about to play some audio of Skinny Me. Yeah, no, that's definitely not what I was talking about. I was definitely not talking about Troy Ave being the new Pac, because I didn't really agree with that as one of his projects. It's like, really, dude? First of all, Tupac really repped the West Coast. How are you even like Tupac? Troy Ave exposing fake shit. Yeah, rest in peace, Little Loaded. Rest in peace, Little Loaded. Easy Murder says Troy Ave mimicked 50. He loves 50. He even had Banks and Yale on his first two singles. They were hot. Let's be honest. I think the song with Troy Ave and Lloyd Banks was hot. I think the song with Troy Ave and Lloyd Banks was hot. The song with Troy Ave and Tony Yayo was not hot. Now, the song with Tony Yayo, Max B, and French Montana, that song was hot. The song with Troy Ave and Tony Yayo, no, that was not hot. The Tony Yayo and Lloyd Banks, that was hot. But the only thing that Troy Ave did wrong with that record was actually, do too many verses. He should have just kept it one verse. Like he was rapping way too long. Husky, I actually did an interview with Herb McGruff. Really good dude, man. But let me get back to this. So Ab said, I'm good in here, bro. I'm just getting the feel of the place. I got to find my bid. I'm all over the place right now. Troy Ave is out of pocket. SMH. I hope nobody is tuned in to his shit. So I said to Ab, I was like, yeah, he has lost a lot of fans since this record he did called Too Legit to Quit. The lyric he wrote was, I'm only loyal to my fam, middle finger from the stand. And now he's calling Casanova a rat? Drake signed Rollo's petition for him to get out of jail. I don't know if you had heard, but Kodak was facing 30 years in South Carolina, but his lawyer who got him the pardon got that thrown out too for probation. Low is killing the people with these videos right now. The first he dropped was On He Had Withdrawals, and he just dropped another one today called Daily Prayers with Harry Fraud. I was actually in New York last night, and D Jones, aka Jonesy from North Philly, recognized me and had me come up with him to Quad Studio. He's working with Jadakiss and So Raspy. I asked Ab, do you know D Jones, bro? Or as they call him, Jonesy? Ab said, yeah, I know Jonesy. He's a real good dude. And then Ab said, that's what's up, that Lowe's videos are doing well. And that's what's up he said, that's what's up that Drake did that for Rollo, commenting on Rollo getting his petition signed by Drake, the #1 artist in the game. Tupac ain't claimed the East Coast. That's why the East didn't really F with him. They ran him out of New York and Baltimore. People don't even know Tupac really from New York. Moved to Cali at 17. He's no West. Well, honestly, Bricks, Tupac really just had the West Coast aura. If you look at Tupac and you look at Troy Ave, they're two totally different artists. You know what I mean? You look at Tupac, what he did in the I Get Around video, running around the pool party, having all types of fun, you know what I mean? Dancing with different groups of people, you know what I mean? Vibing out. Troy Ave, or even what he did with Keep Your Head Up, when all the groups of people and shit. Troy Ave is not that type of artist. He doesn't even have that type of movement. You know what I mean? He's kind of stiff. Pac was not stiff. Pac could move around like them dudes from Cali. You know what I'm saying? Wee Child says, how did you get so close to Philly artists being from Connecticut? Well, honestly, Weed Child, I had the opportunity being from Connecticut to work with several different artists. I had the ability to actually go up to Massachusetts and work with a lot of the artists from Mass, like Terminology, Mass Pike Miles. A lot of different artists actually come from Massachusetts. Then you've got New York, where I made a lot of my early name. You know what I'm saying? Getting interviews in New York and shit like that. A lot of my interviews I did at first were in Queens, Brooklyn, Harlem, the Bronx, interviewing in all of those. Then I did interviews in New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Sioux Surf, different things like that. And then obviously right next to Jersey is Pennsylvania. So I've done a number, all these states are places that I've actually gone and interviewed people, but I've gone further than that, man. I remember one time I drove all the way down to Virginia for an interview. At one point I went to Atlanta and I stayed in Atlanta for 7 days. And actually, by the time I had stayed in Atlanta for so long, I got invited to Ludacris's Disturbing the Peace studio to interview his group that was called Untitled at that point. And I actually met a couple of the other people that he was working with. I don't want to say any names wrong. Was her name Sharifa, you guys? He was working with a bunch of different talented people, man. It was just crazy, going to all those studios in Atlanta, just traveling all over the place and doing all these interviews, you guys. Shawty Low actually, rest in peace, Shawty Low. Shawty Low actually had me to his grandmother's house. It was amazing. Shawty Low was smoking the Shawty Low and BG smoked the two biggest blunts I've ever seen smoked, besides when me and my homies rolled up a 19-gram blunt. Waka Flocka's a good dude, man. Big Ooh, salute, big Ooh. He showed me love in the past as well. Shout out my G right there, double G. Shout out the best, Mikey T. Salute, salute. Nah, nobody's disputing that underground posse. Nobody's disputing that Tupac was a really big selling artist. Yep. R.I.P. Shorty Low. He was G Unit as well. That's facts, man. I really think that, and maybe this is a conversation for another day, you guys, or maybe not, but I really think that 50 actually brought up Shorty Low to do that deal in place of Young Buck, when Buck really started moving left, I really thought that 50 was like, all right, so it's not going to work with Buck, but I'd rather do the G Unit South thing with Shawty Low. And from my understanding of interviewing Shawty Low, he was supposed to start siphoning a lot of artists through the G Unit, much like how 50 said Bang'em Smurf was doing back in the day. But 50 wasn't so much interested in the talent that Smurf was bringing to him. Yep, I thought Shorty Low was like the new G Unit South. Yeah, pretty much like after Young Buck fumbled it, like because Young Buck on his first album, Buck actually seemed to have brought in a whole bunch of talent. Like Snoopy Blue. What was his name? Snoopy Blue or something? High C Murda, D-Tay. He brought in like a whole group that could have eventually went to be G Unit South, but it looked like Shawty Low could have actually brought better talent to the roster. But honestly, if Shawty Low would have brought someone like Waka Flocka to the picture with G Unit, how amazing would that have been? Or was the timing just off on that, you guys? Yeah, decent song maker. Well, I mean, what was his biggest song? What was his big song that he had? He had a couple big songs because he was involved with the D4L shit too, which I really didn't like. Young Buck had a couple hot verses, but he blew it after a while. Yep. Steve Q in the building. Appreciate you, brother. The Outlaws were affiliated with Buck's label at one point. Yeah, no, Buck had it going for a second, but he just kind of started dissing G Unit, and it really made no sense. It was like, are you serious, Buck? Get your ass off that tour with that dude from Throw Some D's and get on back on the G Unit tour. Right. Dano smoking. Yeah, Shirley Low is all right. But why didn't they just present Little Scrappy as the first artist on G Unit South? It made no sense to me, man. Ain't I? Not Ain't I? That was Young LA, who I did an interview with before as well. Cool ass dude, Young LA is, man. Yeah, no, okay, Foolish. Yep, I remember Foolish. Let me see that. Well, I'm not going to play it or anything like that. Yep, Foolish. Yo, bro, I liked Money in the Bank, man. I liked Little Scrappy's, appeal on Money in the Bank, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I think Little Scrappy had a major appeal on Money in the Bank. Problems was good. What was the one that followed up Problems, you guys? It wasn't Money in the Bank, right? What you talking about, brother? 224 tatted. What video did you leave to be here, bro? What you talking about, brother? Appreciate you for tapping in regardless, though, man. Yeah, Scrappy and Buck had the song together that popped. I forgot what it was, though. That was Money in the Bank. That was the first single off of Little Scrappy's Born to Die, Bred to Win album. But I'm wondering, you guys, what was the single that followed You Don't Want No Problems? He had to have another single after You Don't Want No Problems, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Of course. We remember. Yeah, King Gaddafi. Yeah, he had that other one that was not really that good with on the Crunk Rock album. You didn't really like it. Head Bussa. Didn't Head Bussa come before Problems though? Oh well, you better go back and watch that video, bro. Head Bussa. I think Head Bussa came before Problems. Steve Q says, he had it made with Little John and TVT and G Unit. 50 Cent, he could have made some moves. He did have a good momentum when he was without G Unit. I think it was one of those situations. Where adding him to the label didn't really do much as they thought it was going to do for him, you know? I think Little Scrappy was just as big by himself. I didn't really think he needed to be. It was kind of like just doing too much, adding him to G Unit, I guess. But yeah, Bricks. But was that before No Problems? That's what I'm wondering. 224. This is what Ab said, though. My guy Iceberg, he's one of the moderators in here. So put some respect on Iceberg's name. Iceberg is basically breaking down the clip for you, man. He said, Arab said nobody has the authority to remove Low from OBH. Come and Catch Me, Young Buck and Little Scrappy. I haven't heard that one, Popeye. Money. Yeah, you're right, but it wasn't much bigger than Problems, man. It wasn't much bigger than Problems. Problems actually had a Training Day theme to it, didn't it? I wonder if that was actually featured on. Nah, it couldn't have been. Oh, TJ Prime, I'm sorry for skipping your last question as well, bro, but obviously I don't think Casanova's snitching. Hell no. Casanova is not, like, he's facing a couple charges that I think are bogus when it comes to him. Like, Casanova don't need no guns, Casanova don't need no drugs, and Casanova doesn't need all these dudes. You know what I mean? Casanova, from my understanding, was running around a lot with his wife. Look at the videos Casanova was posting, you guys. Casanova was posting videos of him traveling to different countries. He was going to Africa. He's going to different countries in Africa. He's going to different exotic locations, and he was enjoying his life because of the success he had in his music career. So it's kind of stupid to think that he would involve himself in such negative activity. And it's really, really, like, crazy that they're going to tie him up for a few years now just because of his past. TJ Prime says, who would have done better between T.I. or Shorty Low on G Unit? Well, I guess we got to see Shorty Low on G Unit. We got to see Shorty Low on G Unit, and it didn't really take off. And T.I. didn't need G Unit. T.I. actually started taking off after his second album. Trap music started getting some steam, and he moved on to the Urban Legend album. And then his albums just skyrocketed. Like what I was talking about with Little Scrappy, like it was like pairing Scrappy with G Unit. It was like it sort of didn't need to happen. The Atlanta was popping on its own. You didn't need to pair an Atlanta guy with a New York guy. I mean, good thought, but why are you going to split the money another way? T.I. was making so much money on his own. Grand Hustle. Well, who was T.I. signed to, guys? Atlantic, I'm pretty sure. Like, why are you going to split the money another way? T.I. had all those albums. You know what I mean? T.I. wouldn't have made sense with G Unit. Why is he going to split all those albums? Why is he going to split T.I. versus T.I.P., King? Why is he going to split, Urban Legend and all the, you know what I'm saying? Why is he going to split all these out paper trails that he sold millions of albums? Why split it with somebody when he could do it on his own? So I don't really think T.I. would have made sense on G Unit. And Shorty Low's history on G Unit probably came a little bit too late because 50 was probably had a bit of a sour taste in his mouth for giving an artist a label. Yo, Speed Dollars in the building. The King of Delaware is in the building, you guys. Oh, damn, really? So Headbuster followed. No problems, huh? Okay. Yeah, how about that whole fight? How about that whole fight that T.I. and Shorty Low's crew got into? You know what I'm saying? How about that? You heard about that, right? Yeah, then how did T.I. breeze? Yeah, 50 Cent has called out T.I., but I think he probably later apologized about that shit, to be honest with you, man. Fifth, Fifth and T.I. actually have a relationship. Weren't they doing a TV show together, you guys? Yeah, I think T.I. is starring in a 50 Cent TV show. Like 50 was just doing that for buzz. And Troy Ave is obviously just doing this for buzz, you guys. T.I.'s let's see, what was I 50 was doing that for buzz. He was dissing T.I. for buzz, and obviously Troy Ave is dissing Casanova for a buzz. Except, let's be honest, millions of people saw 50 Cent dissing T.I., and tens of thousands are seeing Troy Ave dissing Casanova. And now these tens of thousands of people are like, is this really all you got for us, Troy Ave? Weren't you the guy who actually made hit music back in the day, or like made good music for us? Spark back up, yo. Yeah, Bricks. Ti's whole shit is really, really, his shit is really touch and go right now. Yep, easy murder. 50 put him in a show. 50's smart when it comes to that shit, though, man. 50's really smart when it comes to that shit. You know what I mean? Ti is a good actor. I loved Ti in Takers. Like, come on. Thank you, mailman. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Everybody in there, hit that like button. Yo, we're almost at 100 likes. Who's going to be the 100th person to like this video? I want to know. Hit that like button right now, you guys. I appreciate everybody riding for me on this channel, man. Yo, Bricks, don't be talking about that shit on my channel, bro. Please. I don't like to talk about that weird shit on my channel, man. Yo, T.I. is a good actor. Did you see how good? Yeah, I appreciate that, Bricks. Did you see how good T.I. played the villain in Takers, man? He was brutal in that shit, yo. For Life is 50 show. For Life is 50 show. Yo, Cali. Cali's in the building, you guys. Everybody show Curtis Hobbs some love, man. We got California in this bitch. BMF is going to be a whole nother thing, bro. He said, Easy Murder said, I don't know if he's in BMF. I'm waiting on that. It's going to be a serious takeover. Yeah, maybe, I mean, a lot of directors or producers will sometimes put themselves in either small roles or, reoccurring roles and shit like that. I think people are just more in general interested in seeing 50 produce a story that's actually real rather than something that he created. I mean, creating power is obviously genius, but now we're going to see 50 get an opportunity to tell a story that we've actually heard about. And I'm interested in it. Somebody who I haven't actually seen power, and that's no disrespect to 50 whatsoever. I mean, Smurf even told me he loved the Power show. I'm more of a movie guy, just to be 100% honest with you guys. If I'm watching TV, I love a little King of Queens, maybe even some Criminal Minds, shows like that. But I'm more of a movie guy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I don't disagree with the fact that 50 has found his market with television because of the fact that with 50 Cent, he's the type of artist that you want to see every week, you know? I think it's going to go to another network as well, if I'm not mistaken, Easy Murder. Or is that network Hulu, actually? Really, Iceberg? There's not going to be a season 3 of For Life? They really deaded it like that? Because I did hear that 50 was going to be bringing another show. I did hear that 50 was going to be bringing another show to ABC. I've never seen Power. Yep. Yeah, I watch good ass television shows. And Bricks, I bet you I bet you we're missing out not watching Power. You know what I mean? I bet you we're missing out. But I'm not really a TV type of guy, even though that's like Stars television. I'm not really a episodic type of guy. You know what I mean? That's not really my bag. Although I did love Bates Motel as well, but that's because I was into the movie and I wanted to get more background on it. And hell, even 50 even 50 producing the young Canaan actually interests me, but I never really got a chance to even be introduced to Canaan in the first place. Yo, let me tell you, I watched one episode of Ozark with this chick who wanted to watch it one night when I was, with her. And but then my homie, my boy Jesse, he showed me the last scene of this one joint where they're all in the office and this guy comes in and he's like, I know y'all been stealing my shit. I know how much of it you've been stealing and I know how long you've been. And then they like all like admit to it or something. He just like murders everybody in the office and he lets the one guy live or some shit. That was the most brutal thing I've ever seen on television, you guys. If there's any more scenes like that, oh my God, I would be totally invested. That was one of the most brutal things I ever witnessed on television, you guys. When those dudes came into the room like that, I'm going to have to watch that shit after I get off this live. How do I find that, bro? What do I got to type in to find that? Hold on 1 second. For Life for Real, I knew people that tuned in. Yeah, it had really good ratings. You know what I mean? That's why I'm shocked. Nah, mailman. I want to only watch that scene that I'm talking about. There is no way that Power could have had a scene like that, man. Really, Gene? Oh, yeah. Iceberg is asking, is the Godfather of Harlem any good, y'all? The Bumpy Johnson story. Well, isn't Forrest Whitaker in it, Iceberg? I mean, if Forrest Whitaker's in it, man, and tell me, is it a series or is it a movie? Because if that was a movie, I'd be watching that tonight. But I got a feeling it's probably like one of them 4 or 5 part series. And I just don't have that in me right now, man. See, Gene, I don't really know I don't know the behind the scenes thing of the whole Power thing, man, but I gotta watch it, I guess. I gotta watch it at some point. I gotta watch it at some point because uh I mean, I'd like to see if I could get into it. I mean, obviously you just watch an episode or two, you see if you're into it. Oh, damn it. It's a series. Why couldn't Forrest Whitaker just play Bumpy Johnson in a 2-hour movie? Like, damn. You want to know why? Because they need 20 hours. They need 20 hours of it. That's the new thing. Did Bumpy Johnson snitch? Uh, all I really know about Bumpy Johnson, to be honest with you, is that opening scene from American Gangster where he died in where he died in Frank Lucas's arms, right? That's pretty much all I really know about Bumpy Johnson. Forrest Whitaker's amazing. Felon with Val Kilmer. You know, Val Kilmer is a tough choice, TJ. I think TJ might be new in the chat, you guys. Everybody, you might get roasted. I mean, there's only 120 people in here right now, so you might not get roasted. Val Kilmer, though, bro, aka the worst Batman. All right, I'll leave it at that. Hell yeah, man. Forrest Whitaker is awesome. I've loved him in a lot of movies, man. He's really great. But Bricks, I'm right. That was Bumpy Johnson at the beginning. But Bumpy Johnson, hell not bricks. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to go check out Felon, I guess. I really can't do too much Val Kilmer though, guys. He's really like I really can't do too much Val Kilmer. All right, TJ. Oh shit. Mailman said, yeah, Felon was decent. I watched it 3 days ago. Mailman, what is it? A new movie or something? Why'd you watch it 3 years ago? 3 days ago? Oh my god. The Saint? I'm not watching The Saint, weed child. You're the homie, bro. You're the homie, man. But I'm not watching. I've seen that movie up there for years now. I got tricked into watching that movie. What was it called? The Gun. The Gun with that dude from Mystic River. Yeah, 50 and Val have worked together. Yep. Okay, no, it's not new. Yeah, 50 and Val Kilmer have worked together. 50 has worked with a lot of actors, man. Bruce Willis, Robert De Niro. He's worked with a number of talent. Didn't he work with Chris Klein, the guy from American Pie? Like, that's why 50 kind of went wrong with the movies, y'all. 50 kind of went wrong with the movies. Like, the movies weren't it for 50, because movies are a different pace. Probably release one movie a year, maybe 2 movies a year after you get going as a director or whatever. Maybe as a producer, you can release more than that. But 50 has really found his market actually with television, you guys, because it's a chance for him to, be there on a weekly basis more so than a yearly basis. I mean, we saw what happened with G Unit Records, y'all. And Lloyd Banks comes out with a successful album. Lloyd Banks sells 400,000 units in his first week, right? Lloyd Banks sells 400,000 units in his first week. And what do? They don't drop another album from him until October of 2006. His first album dropped July of 2004. And then his second album dropped July 2006. Let me look this up. I want to know the Doctor's Advocate release date. Yep. I was right. The documentary released in what, January of 2005? You guys? The documentary released January of 2005. The Doctor's Advocate released November of 2006. They went 11 months before releasing another album from The Game. No, Emmy, absolutely not, Emmy. That is not how it used to be, bro. I am sorry to tell you, that is not how it used to be back in the day. Albums were not getting released every 2 to 3 years from a major artist. Artists like T.I., artists like Ja Rule, artists like Ludacris, they released albums every single year. A label would not let a year go by without an album from them artists being released. Hell, DMX released 2 albums in 1 year. Interscope wanted to repeat that pattern with 50 Cent. After Get Rich or Die Trying, they wanted to release another album by the end of the year with 50. They wanted to release 2 albums with 50 in 2003. He said, nah, we're going to do the G Unit album. So we got it changed. But guys, I'm looking at this history. Lloyd Banks' first album came out. Yeah, Nas waits 2 to 3 years to drop an album because Nas is putting together a masterpiece. But record labels come out and they capitalize on the success of artists. I don't understand why Lloyd Banks would drop an album in July of 2004 and then wait until October of 2006. I don't understand why Young Buck would drop an album in September of 2004 and then wait until March of 2007. The Game got out of his G Unit deal. The Game dropped his album January 2005, and then he dropped his second album November 2006. He beat everybody. He beat everybody when it came to releasing another album. I just wanted to point that out. Yo, Jay Gold, Rise, what's popping, man? Appreciate you tapping in, man. ME says, Rap a Lot artists were dropping every year. Twista, Ball and G, prior to the mixtape era, it was normal. Boom. See, ME? Like what I'm speaking isn't actually crazy. 50 should have realized Banks was a thriving artist. Banks needed another album out by the summer of 2005. And why couldn't that have been done? You know what I mean? Or he could have Banks Yayo's album could have came out prior to the summer of 2005, or actually right at the start. They wanted to release Yayo's album, Thoughts of a Predicate Felon, June 28th. Ended up getting pushed back to August. They should have released Banks' album in August 2005, the year later. And I don't really want to, sorry, kid threw me off. Giving the kid a shout out. And he's like, I'm leaving. Oh, yeah, Weed Child. I was about to say, I don't want to hear about he lost the album or shit like that. I don't agree with that shit, man. They could have got an album together. They should have released another Young Buck album in 2005, another Lloyd Banks album in 2005. 50 should have released his album in 2004 as well. You know what I mean? There should have been no holdups. There should have been no holdups. It made no sense. It stopped their momentum and it stopped their money. Yeah, in Bricks. I don't know if you knew this, but Tony Yayo actually did an interview where he said, they asked Tony Yayo, look at this. First Brick says, I just saw Tony Yayo did 750,000 in America and over 1 million worldwide. Wow, I didn't even know that. An interview that Tony Yayo did, they asked him, how many units do you want to sell first week? Yayo said, well, Buck did 260,000, Banks did 400,000, and Game did 500,000. 50 did 1 million. So I want to do 700,000. Tony Yayo said he wanted to sell 700,000 units in 1 week. Tony Yayo wanted to sell 700,000 units in 1 week. In Bricks says Banks was releasing mixtapes instead of albums. And that was the problem, man. I'm not saying releasing mixtapes was the problem. I'm saying the problem is the fact that they had a hot product. And you know, Bricks, watching music, when you see a hot product, you capitalize on it. Lloyd Banks sold 400,000 units in 1 week. His next album, The Rotten Apple, that came out 26 months later, a whole 26 months. Someone had to flip through their calendar 26 times before they got the next Lloyd Banks album. Actually, more than that, 27, 28 times before they got the next Lloyd Banks album, you guys. And you want to know what? Lloyd Banks never sold 400,000 units again. His second album sold 150,000. So he went from 440,000 to 150 to 160,000. Facts. Was giving away music for free instead of selling it. It was weird, especially when you had an artist that actually sold 400,000, 450, nearly 450,000 units in a week. They sold 450,000 albums, you guys. It makes no sense. You know what I mean? It makes absolutely no sense that they wouldn't follow that up the very next year. It makes no sense that Lloyd Banks didn't become an artist that was treated like Ludacris, like Ja Rule, like T.I. Those numbers right there are comparable to T.I.'s top albums. Those numbers right there are higher than Ludacris's Chicken and Beer album, for crying out loud. I think maybe everything just got a little too bloated. I think maybe everything got a little too bloated at Interscope. If my artist sells 400,000 units, they pay him for every single bar he ever drops. And wouldn't you think that they would put together the Hunger for More 2 album for the next year, or whatever it was going to be called? Anybody wants to tap in, just hit this link. I'm going to put the link up right here. If anybody wants to tap in, I'm also going to repost. If anybody wants to tap in just to talk about what we're speaking on, but I'm also going to repost Ab's information if anybody wants to write him. And like I said, if you write ARAB, leave your number so Ab can actually text you back on his Fed device. They've got a tablet in there. That'll be a lot easier. So you guys won't actually have to wait for mail to come back, you know? The G Unit album dropped November of 2003. Interscope actually wanted to do a double whammy. They wanted to do two 50 Cent albums, much like, DMX did. They wanted to do the double whammy, which is interesting. It's interesting to me, you guys, because I talk about Interscope being bloated, right? I talk about Interscope being bloated, but if you look at Interscope and you look at DMX's first two albums that were released with Def Jam, it's like Interscope was trying to recreate that success that Def Jam had with an artist. They're like, we got our DMX, 50 Cent. You know what I mean? And he's even bigger than DMX, they were saying. And they wanted to capitalize on it. So I don't understand when you got Lloyd Banks who sells 400,000+ units, and then you have Young Buck who sells 260,000 units, why you don't immediately follow up on all that shit. Yep. 2003 is when the Beg for Mercy album dropped. November. Much love and respect to you, bro. Appreciate you. Free the real. Damn right, bro. Damn right. Oh yeah, ME, man. You ain't lying. Jadakiss destroyed 50. And even Jada and Styles, you know what I mean? On Miss Jackson. I loved when they did Miss Jackson, man. Like, what can you say about Jadakiss and Styles P? They are very creative artists. That's even why 50 later on went on to work with them. He went to their studio. I think Jada said that 50 went there with no security or anything. So that's why 50 actually went to work with them in the future. You know what I mean? 50 actually went to work with Jadakiss and Styles P in the future because they're talented artists. I think 50 actually having beef with the game over wanting to work with Jadakiss and Fat Joe. I'm not going to say Ja Rule because, Nas, that's who the game wanted to work with. Those are the artists that actually I don't think we ever saw Fat Joe or Jada appear on a Game album, interesting enough. I know Nas has been on Game's albums, but it would have been great if the Game's second album on G Unit actually did feature those guys. 50 would have had the whole game. 50 could have helped. 50 could have worked with the game to end all of those beefs. You know what I'm saying? How monumental would that have been? All right, this is a question for you, Iceberg. Brick says Cameron was a legend. He went at Jay-Z and roasted him for wearing open-toe sandals with jeans. But I want to ask you, did we ever get a Cameron in the game record? Did we ever get a record with Cameron in the game? Curtis! Curtis! How's my Curtis voice, you guys? Iceberg said they refused to call him 50 Cent, the real gangster from Fort Lee, Brooklyn. Fort Lee, yeah. Yo, God first. Appreciate you tapping in, man. Appreciate you, King. Funeral music wasn't one of the best disses, man. Funeral music. Am I wrong, you guys? Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong, you guys. Was funeral music one of the best diss records? Because Maserati Fox was on an ATV going like this. Game was on the Certified Gangsters remix. I would have liked to have heard Game and Cameron rap in Game's later years when Game really started coming into his own. You know, Game kind of got a lot better, I think, than when he was on Certified Gangsters remix. Yep. Yep. Exactly. God first. I appreciate you tapping in, G's. My guy right there. What's that say? The James Weldon Johnson Residential Community of New York City Housing Authority. Yo, salute to you, bro. Appreciate New York on the tap in. Mailman, of course. Right, Ab. Right, Ab. I put the information up right here. If you want to write Ab, let him know, man. Let him know that you want to send some love. Hell yeah. I'm sure Ab would appreciate it, man. Okay, hold on. We got a bar right here. You said you was an 80s baby. You was born in 1969. You wearing jeans. Was that the 50 Cent diss he said to him or something? Yo, Bricks, you don't got to download Certified Gangsters, bro. You don't got to download it. You can just play it on YouTube, brother. Okay, you down in Philly, brother? That's what's up. Yo, Richard, what up? What's popping? What's good, Mikey T? It's the top goon of Abbey. Salute to the top goon of Abbey. Casanova's gonna, of course, Casanova's not gonna snitch, man. Do you honestly think Casanova's gonna, throw away his reputation like that and snitch, man? Probably when he's gonna spank the case. Like, no, nah. Yeah, yo, the information is right there, bro. You got the information to write in, mailman? Oh, that's Cam dissing Jay-Z. Yo, appreciate you, True Union. You want to have it on your Apple Music? Okay. I dig Bricks. You know a little bit more about that shit than me, bro, because I don't even have Apple Music, bro. People is gonna be like, what? Yo, bro, when I get my deal, you guys all get Apple Music. Until then, until I get my deal, I'm in the trenches. Until I get my deal, I'm in the streets. You know what I mean? Until I get my deal, I'm in the trenches. Guys, I'm sorry to say. When somebody comes and says, Mikey T, we got the deal for you right here, then I'll take the life insurance policy. Fashion 101. I'm going to take a note right here, you guys. Iceberg. Never wear open-toe sandals with jeans. In addition, never wear sandals with socks either. Laughing my ass off. Got it. Thank you, Iceberg, bro. Appreciate that fashion tip. You know, we rolling tonight, you guys. We is rolling tonight, you guys. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Guys, if we have new people in here who haven't heard the comment that Ab said about Troy Ave, put the thumbs up. If we get a bunch of thumbs up right now, I will reread the joint if anybody wants me to. Put your thumbs up if you want me to reread the joint, though. I'm cool with Cass. And I like Troy Ave. No, that's not how I would rap in that song. I'm cool with Cass. F Troy Ave. I'm here for the bag. Okay. All right, yo. Yo, Bricks, be safe, G's. Be safe on that walk to grab some backwoods, man. I wish I was in that same type of vibe, man. You know, but I don't even need none right now. I got some shits right here. But and the store is like 3-4 miles away from me though. But I wish I was in that city type of vibe. You in Philly, Bricks? I wish I was in that city type of vibe where I could do that. It's gonna. Okay. We got some thumbs up. Okay, guys. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. My man. What you smoking on, Brex? Did you say what you was smoking on? Nah, not really, man. I'm actually right off the highway, to be honest with you. I'm right off the highway, so that's why I'm so close to a gas station. I'm literally like 15 minutes from Foxwoods. Um, I'm like 15 minutes from this spot called Mystic, Connecticut. So I'm kind of in a good spot. But I mean, I wish I'd rather be in a city. I'd rather be in a city like a New York or like a Philly or just anything that's like a city vibe. I mean, even when I lived in Miami back in the day, you know what I mean? Even when I lived in Miami back in the day, you'd have to drive like 20 minutes to get somewhere. It's kind of annoying. Hold on 1 second. Mailman says, I'm from Philly, but I just moved to Wilmington, Delaware, and it's hard getting some weed out here. It kind of, yeah, man. Sometimes shit like that is annoying, bro. You know, like not just in regard to the weed, just being in a spot where it's difficult to move around. Don't get me wrong. When I lived in Florida, it was awesome because it was a 40-minute drive to South Beach. You know what I mean? And I say 40 minutes because you got to always consider the traffic when you're out there, you guys. Sometimes traffic will hem you up an extra 15 minutes. Sometimes you got to just avoid the traffic and go down the back blocks too. That's one thing I would always do, man. But since everyone asked for it, let's get back into this update on ARAB. I'm sure some new people are in the chat that haven't actually heard it. Some people be giving me hell, like Mikey T be repeating himself, and they don't understand the concept that we're doing a live video where new people are pouring in all the time. But I do appreciate everybody who stays and just watches and vibes out the whole time as well, man. Appreciate that love, man. So Ab hit me and said that he was at the USP Allenwood. And he was like, yo, bro, I'm up here with some of the guys that 6ix9ine told on. This jail is mostly New York and DC dudes. They basically run this joint. Philly is the minority, but you know I'm good. I'm staying low and out of the way. I'm good in here, bro. I'm just getting the feel of the place. I got to find my bid. I'm all over the place right now. So Abbott told me that he was locked up with some of the guys that 6ix9ine ratted on. So I looked it up, and Shotty is actually at the USP Allenwood as well, except it said Shotty was at the medium. Well, so I asked Ab, I was like, yo, bro, so it says that you're actually in there with Troy Ave Shotty. He's like, yeah, Shotty's in medium. I'm in high. He's right across the way. Ab had actually hit me back later and said that. But I replied to Ab, and because he had asked me, he was like, what's new out there? So I was like, yo, damn, Ab, that's crazy. That's crazy that you're in there with some people that 6ix9ine ratted on. So I decided to give Ab a little update on how things have been for 6ix9ine out here. You know, I told him, I was like, 6ix9ine actually performed a few times with big crowds, but the people weren't making much noise. You know, that's one thing I noticed about 6ix9ine's performances, you guys. That's one thing I noticed about this dude 6ix9ine's performances, that the crowd really wasn't making much noise. Now, if they took the microphones or anything like that off the crowd to, you know, get them less amplified, because they would probably think the crowd would be shouting, you're a snitch, he's a snitch. Maybe they did that. But I'm telling you guys, I wasn't noticing much of a reaction for 6ix9ine during any of his performances. So Ab asked me what's up. I'm going to tell him what's up. And you guys know in the past, we've kept Ab updated on what's going on with Pooh Shiesty, YFN Lucci, Casanova. So that's the reason why I decided to mention these people. Also, we know of Ab's affiliation with rappers like Dark Low, with rappers like Birdman, who, you know what I mean? had apparently offered him a situation at one point. So I said, damn, Ab, that's crazy that you're in there with some of the people that 6ix9ine ratted on. He actually performed a few times, big crowds, but the people weren't making much noise. Pooh Shiesty done got himself caught up in Miami at the King of Diamonds strip club. Someone tried to take his money and he clapped at them. He turned himself in this week. YFN Lucci was out, but 101 count indictment dropped, including him, and his bail was revoked. Shit's been crazy out here, Ab. Right, Richard. Appreciate you, Rich. My man, the king of the top goon of Abbey, he said, I seen a snippet of the show he made a performance at. He stopped singing to let the crowd sing along, and it was crickets. Exactly, man. Exactly. So I wanted to let Ab know that. You know what I mean? People aren't really telling that narrative unless I've just been missing it, you know? I said Lloyd Banks finally just put out his new album. He had all types of features on there. Benny the Butcher, Freddie Gibbs. The new generation is really digging it. Lowe just told me he's going to get some gold fronts. The general public is really taking to his joint with Harry Fraud, Borrowed Time. Little Reese just got done so bad. Apparently, he was in a stolen car and the owners beat the hell out of him. There's a video on the net of him bleeding out of the mouth badly, and Little Reese says that he was in a car accident, but you can see someone lunge at Reese while he was on the ground and a woman screaming. That's what you get. I think Reese was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know how that goes. Sometimes dudes from the hood try to impress their industry friends. But I also let him know that Reese said that he was actually in a car accident. I told him, I was like, yo, Birdman and Lil Wayne just made a video together with Roddy Ricch called Stunna Man, actually rapping on, and Birdman was actually rapping on it. And they're saying his final album will be Like Father, Like Son 2. And I told him Troy Ave is going on a campaign calling Casanova a snitch. He's shooting videos and all types of shit. So that's what I told Ab when it comes to everything involved in the music. You know? That's what I told Ab and everything. So Ab actually responded, man. He responded in particular about the Troy Ave situation with Casanova. He responded to me saying that Troy Ave is going on a campaign calling Casanova a snitch. He's shooting videos and all types of shit. Ab said Troy Ave is out of pocket. SMH. I hope nobody is tuned in to his shit. And for everyone just tuning in, I find it really odd that Ab is still so connected. You know what I mean? That he knows that everyone right now is having a disconnect with Troy Ave. Troy Ave really is at a point in his career where he's losing fans day to day, it seems like, on a rate similar to like Skinny from the Nine or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It seems like Troy Ave is just losing as many fans as like Skinny from the Nine lost. So I said to Ab, I was like, yo, Ab said Ab said this. Troy Ave is out of pocket. SMH. I hope nobody is tuned in to his shit. I said, yeah, he has lost a lot of fans since the record he did called Too Legit to Quit. And he said this in a lyric. I'm only loyal to my fam. Middle finger from the stand. Now he's calling Casanova a rat. Drake signed Rollo's petition for him to get out of jail. I don't know if you had heard, but Kodak was facing 30 years in South Carolina, but his lawyer who got him the pardon got that thrown out too for probation. Lowe is killing the people with these videos right now. His first one he dropped was on he had withdrawals, and now he just dropped a new joint with Harry Fraud today called Daily Prayers. I was actually in New York last night at Quad Studios. D Jones, aka Jonesy from North Philly, recognized me and had me come up with him. He's working with Jadakiss and So Raspy. Do you know D Jones, bro? Or Jonesy as they call him? So that's the rest of what I let Ab know, especially that information about Too Legit to Quit, where Troy Ave rapped middle finger from the stand. I'm only loyal to my fam, middle finger from the stand. You know what I mean? Basically putting it out there that he was potentially going to take the stand. ME says never, never, ha, that's hilarious, James Brown. Yeah, but I mean, ME, I had to let Ab know what Little Reese said about it, bro. And then more recently, I seen that Little Reese was saying that it was a car accident or something like that. I had heard something about it was a weed deal going wrong, but then I heard car accident. I don't know, man. I really don't know what to make of that situation, but that's sometimes what rappers, you know what I mean? That's sometimes how rappers want to spin shit, so you don't really understand what the hell's going on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, don't use that kind of language in the chat, Easy Murder. Do me a favor and don't say that type of shit. Like, say whatever you want, but don't say that type of shit in the chat, bro. James Brown says, I heard one joint up Troy Ave. It wasn't something I was gonna listen to twice. But this is what Ab said, yo. He was like, yeah, I know Jonesy. He's a good guy. And that's what's up, that Lowe's videos are doing well. And that's what's up, that Drake did that for Rollo signing the petition. So Ab is in full support of Rollo, Drake. He's in full support of Dark Low in his more recent videos. Ani had withdrawals and daily prayers. I'm sure a lot of you guys in the chat have seen those joints. And I also let him know about Jonesy showing me love. I really respect Jonesy for showing me love in New York when his boy Jeff actually saw me outside of Quad Studio and they recognized me and they're like, yo, man, Philly's showing you love, man. We're showing you love. And yo, bro, I'm not checking my moderator, bro. I'm not checking my moderator, bro. I'm checking your ass, man. Don't be trying to put respect on my moderator. Put respect on my moderator's name, bro. Iceberg's that guy. Peasy's that guy. My moderators are thorough. You know what I'm saying? Please don't yo. I be doing dudes solids by reading all the comments. You know what I mean? Please don't disrespect the chat. Please don't write any stuff that you wouldn't write on a public platform in here. You know what I'm saying? Don't be writing none of that crazy shit about this or that when it comes to what people do in their personal lives. Please avoid writing that stuff. Keep it hip hop oriented. Keep it funny. Bit a little bit if you want. We're here for all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for you, Easy. Not Iceberg, it was me. Sometimes I be deleting shit like that. Like, yo, do not write weird shit in the chat. Like, I don't want to write. You said it right last night, Iceberg. I don't even like saying those type of words in my chat. But yeah, man. Let me see. Do I got any of this? Oh, I got a little Red Bull left. You guys, we're good, man. Nah, that was a real little bit left, man. That was a real little bit left. But what's going on, man? What's going on, everybody? Is anybody still rolling up? Is anybody still rolling up? Is anyone still smoking? Guys, we gotta smoke a little bit more. Come on. Let's blaze a little bit more. I'm about to light this shit up. Hell yeah, mailman. Enjoy your night, brother. I'm glad you stayed on. I just read that last piece of news for you, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that was just tuning in. James Brown gonna light back up. Well, you know, I haven't actually listened to it completely, to be honest with you, man. But I will say I was listening to it with my brother, and he was kind of thrown off by it. And my brother really didn't like. My brother is a classic DMX fan. This is the brother who's a year and a half older than me. That was like 12, and we were listening to the DMX albums, and he was a little bit thrown off by the first few tracks, and he was thrown off by the cover of the album. He was like, "Oh, please tell me this isn't the cover." When he saw that it was just like more of a shot of his neck and the chain and shit like that. And I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's the cover." He was like, "Wow, this is really throwing me off." But I haven't listened to the DMX album in full to really compare it to his others. Because I was actually trying to plan a review show with RBH, but shit just got so busy. You know what I mean? And we're actually planning on doing the next episode of the Hip Hop Trivia. We just got our contestant that's going to join us. It's going to, I believe it's going to be Chimp One. He might join us on this or the next episode. Just got to figure out the timing. Yeah, like my brother just said it within the first two tracks because me and my brother were cooling out and shit. And, because DMX is his favorite rapper of all time. So we were just chilling, and I said, X has a new album, right? He's like, then he pulled it up on YouTube and shit. And we was listening to it, and he was just like, what? Like how they started the album off just threw him off completely. Well, that's what I'm saying. Top Goon of Abbey saying, I haven't listened to DMX after his Grand Champ album. All the rest before this is a banger. That's why I got to give it a really thorough listen, because I'm really big on all the DMX albums. You know what I mean? And then the first two, obviously, and then there was X's, probably arguably the most popular. Great Depression. You know what I'm saying? Grand Champ X. You're the Dog Again. Even Undisputed I've listened to. So that just tells you right there that I'm going to listen to this album for sure. Damn, don't bother doing that review. You're going to give it a D plus. Bro, is it really as bad as Undisputed? Because Undisputed is probably like a C minus type of album. And because you got to consider all aspects like of how they put together the album and the track listing and production and the vocals and all that shit. But Undisputed was really, really a horrible album. Probably one song on there that had great repeat value. I cannot say right now. I cannot drop I cannot drop the information right now about what they're going to do for Road to Glory. But let me just tell you, it's major. I cannot drop the information about what they're going to do about Road to Glory. But let me just tell you, it's major. What they're going to, yeah, I just got to stop. I got to stop right now. I don't want to go too far, you guys. I don't want to go too far with it. But yeah, I'm really glad we did this stream tonight, you guys. I'm glad everybody tuned in, man. I'm really glad that everybody tuned into this stream tonight, you guys. Shit was lit tonight on The Real, man. It was a great podcast. It was a great live podcast tonight. Well, Bricks, Ab said to me a few weeks back that he actually has over 10 songs recorded for the Goon and the Crook. Now, I'm not sure if Vultures and maybe Blow 5 were a part of those 10 records, but I'm sure they could put Vultures and Blow 5 on the Goon and the Crook, right, you guys? What do you think in the chat? Could they put Vultures in Blow 5 on the Goon and the Crook album, or is it too late? What do you think, Iceberg? What do you think, Bricks? Everybody else that wants to answer, what do you think? Is it too late to put Blow 5 and Vultures on the Goon and the Crook, or should that just be? It really is always lit. It really is always lit, man. We had it popping in here tonight. Sometimes they do that though on mixtapes though, Bricks. Sometimes they will put a joint that's featured somewhere else onto another. Yeah, sometimes they will put a joint on there that's featured on another track. Nah, my dude, I haven't had a chance, to be honest with you, man. Like, sorry, I haven't had a chance to peep your boy's track, but I just said I hadn't had a chance to peep DMX's full album either, bro. You know what I mean? So it ain't no disrespect. Okay, so if Vultures is kind of late, then Blow 5 is definitely too late to be on there as well. Yep, Little Durk and Pooh Shiesty did it with Back in Blood. A lot of people did it, you know what I mean? A lot of people did it like back in the day and shit. Like J Lo and Ja Rule, I think both did it with I'm Real. A couple others, man. Couple others did it, man. It was a popular thing to do back then for a really dope record and shit. But also, it was more commonly done on mixtapes, where they would take a record and feature it several times on several different mixtapes just to get the point across. But just to answer your question, the album, I think maybe it would be 8 or 6 or 8. Ab said he thought it was 6. Maybe it's 8 tracks with an intro and outro or something like that. But Ab said, I think it would be better if he had an 8-track joint and then a 10-track joint for the Goon and the Crook. I think that would make more sense, actually, you guys, rather than combining too many of those records. Richard said, for sure, anything he adds is a plus. That's why I was thinking maybe they should put Blow 5 on there. And you know what? Honestly, after they do the Goon and the Crook, I think they should do a Blow, like a Blow 1 through 5 type thing. You know what I mean? I think they should do that, and maybe even do a new version of it. Maybe where Ab raps over the phone, and maybe where Dark Low raps over a phone as well, and they call it Blow 6, the uncut or something like that. You know what I mean? Or the what do they call something when they're not really going to release it, or just call it the unofficial Blow 6 if that's how they have to do it. And both of them could actually record over a phone so it sounds authentic, like 2 people doing it over a phone. I don't know. That's just a thought. Maybe I've smoked too much tonight. That would be insane. Blow uncut. Yeah, that's how they might have to do it. Yep. Blow 1 through 5. No Bricks. Just Blow 1 through 5. The mixtape, like a mixtape with all the Blow songs. Just a mixtape with all the Blow songs. Bricks, let me ask you, could they have called Vultures Blow 6? Let me ask you this. Bricks, could Dark Low have called Vultures Blow 6? Or no? Or absolutely not? Could Dark Low have used that marketing tool and just called it Blow 6? Iceberg, what do you think? Bricks, they could have, honestly. And that shows you how authentic Dark Low is, man. Right there, the fact that Dark Low didn't do the cheap grab. He didn't do the cheap grab, the cheap ploy. You know what I mean? He didn't do a cheap ploy of just calling that record Blow 6. Because you realize how many more hits he would have did if he just called it Blow 6? Yo, Ric Flair was popping, King. Well, they didn't really go back and forth on Vultures. It was pretty much just 2 verses. So you say no, Iceberg? You say no? You say they couldn't have called it blow because it wasn't back and forth? Ab and Dark Low back and forth hits different. Yeah, that was more of a, standard 216 type of thing. Yeah, man. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in on this live tonight. We've been going in for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Let me see. I'm going to say it, guys. We're going to do final questions. We're going to go into the last 10 minutes of the show, 10, 20 minutes. I want to get the final questions from everybody in here. If anybody had any questions that I missed tonight, if anybody had any questions that they just wanted to ask, I don't understand why 5 people just logged off when I said I'm taking questions. I'm going to take any question that anybody wants to ask right now. Okay, boom. Skywalker says in regard to Blow 6 Uncut, he said, nah, it needs to be done together in the studio, written and rapped in sync. Skywalker, definitely appreciate you tapping in and giving your thoughts. That's why we're here, man. And I definitely respect your thoughts on the Blow 6 record. You got to keep it authentic. To be 100% honest with you, you got to keep it authentic when it comes to that, because that's a record, like, there were rumors that Jay-Z had actually, you know what I mean? Jay-Z had actually heard the Blow 3 record. So Iceberg, yeah, you're right. The Locks, Jada and Styles P, they were the back and forth kings. You know what I mean? In my opinion, too. But everybody hit me with your final questions before we get out of here tonight. I don't know if we're going live tomorrow, Bricks. I'm not sure. Well, actually, we're probably going live tomorrow at 10 p.m. We're going live tomorrow at 10 p.m. because I'm going to go do some things tomorrow, but I'll be back here tomorrow night. So yeah, we'll just call it 10 p.m. You know what I mean? I got to give respect to the other guys out there who are doing their thing. You know what I mean? I got to give respect to Adam 22. I got to give respect to Doggy Diamonds. I got to give respect to these guys who are out there doing their things and they do their live videos. So when I tap in and do mine, I gotta use discretion with the timing and all that. You know what I mean? But we here now, you guys. We here now. There's no stopping us. The momentum is here. The momentum is built. There's no other channel where you're getting this authentic news and information from the likes of ARAB and even a lot of my interviews, you guys. I'm bringing you exclusive, authentic content that you're not going to get anywhere else. Let me see. What are the last questions? Anybody got any last questions? Drew 730 says, can ARAB get access to a studio like Max B did? Well, to be 100% honest with you, man, I don't think Max B actually had access to a studio. I think Max B actually just linked up with a really dope producer who was able to do something really good with his vocals. I don't think Max B had gotten a studio in any of the jails that he's locked up in, bro. Salute to you, Double RG, man. Condolences, man. Yeah, Rich, that's true. They going back and forth with that energy is crazy. All Arab needs is an engineer. He can record vocals over the phone. Well, to be honest with you, Bricks, I think we all know right now that Ab has some material that needs to get put out. So I think that's probably the first concern. But honestly, the case is his first concern. I'm just glad that we can all show Ab that we're still supporting him. You know what I mean? I'm glad I can be Ab's ear to the music industry. You know what I mean? All Ab needs is an engineer. I'm listening to Blow 1 through 5 as soon as this live is over. I'm about to go on my YouTube, Instagram live and do the same. Salute my boy Mikey T. Yes, I thought I heard that too, bro. Drew, I thought I heard that too, man. Really? Iceberg? They have a special program in Bergen County. If you're good, you can use a studio. I gotta, man, if that was the case, I feel like Max would be doing more albums, bro. That's crazy. Send me that link. Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up, Mike Cass? Appreciate you, man. Thank you, family. Thank you, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's crazy, Drew. Appreciate you tapping in tonight, Drew. Brick said they have a studio at Angolia prison and a few other state spots. Yep, that's true. At excuse me, Maxby is in a state prison. That's crazy. I didn't know that Maxby actually got access to a studio in there. I would have thought the material would have been on such a bigger level if he had. I mean, I know that they had got the situation together where French actually recorded vocals to go alongside it. They actually got a bunch of dope records, but I didn't know that those were actually recorded in an actual studio. That's pretty crazy, man, to think about that and to think that no big music execs have really taken advantage of that whole situation. The fact that Max B had a studio right there in the jail, like you would think somebody would have pulled a string or two to make something happen. But yeah, you guys, we're about to get out of here. Last questions. I'm asking the last questions. We're going to continue this live for the next few minutes. Well, hold on one second. If anybody wants to support the channel, damn, that's what's up, man. That'd be cool, Drew. I'd like to pop out. Let me know. If anybody wants to support the channel, Cash App Mikey T Movie. We're gonna get this. I'm about to go on live though, man. I'm about to go live on YouTube. We're about to do this. I'm about to go listen to all the Blow records on YouTube, man. But I appreciate everybody tapping in. If you guys have any last questions, hit them up. If anybody wants to support the channel, hit that Cash App. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. I want y'all to go head over to my Instagram right now. Listen, everybody in here, I want y'all to go to my Instagram. I'm on Instagram live right now. Everybody, I want you guys to log on to my IG live right now. Log on to my IG live. Hit this link right here. Come follow me on Instagram. I will follow you guys back. I can't play all types of music on my YouTube, but I can play all types of music on my Instagram. So you guys don't really get to see that. You guys don't really get to see that over here. So I'm going to show you all that on Instagram right now. We're going to go play the dopest ARAB joints. We're going to play some of the dopest dark low joints. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm on YouTube live right now, just wrapping up. Everybody on this YouTube live, head over to my IG. Come join me on IG, guys. PayPal. If you want to donate by PayPal, up north wave at gmail.com. That's my PayPal right there, man. PayPal up north wave at gmail.com. If you want to support by PayPal, salute to you, the king, Top Goon Abbey. Appreciate you, man. But I want everybody to go log on to my YouTube. We're about to start playing the AR rap music right now. And everybody on here that follows me on Instagram, I will follow you guys back. I want everybody to come on to my Instagram right now from YouTube. Come on, come get me lit. Come get me lit on Instagram, you guys. You guys need to make me powerful on Instagram as well so we can show these dudes what's up. Let's show them who the new superpower is in this hip hop shit, you guys. Let's show them who the new hip hop superpower is, man. We got 80 people in here right now. We got 80 people in here right now on YouTube. Everybody hit that link and join me. Everybody hit this link and join me on Instagram right now. I'm going to pin it in the chat. Let me see. Where the hell is that shit? Hit the link that's pinned to the chat right now and come join me. What up, Double RG? Appreciate you, man. What up, Ronald? Everybody's tapping in on Instagram right now, but I need all 80 of you to hit the link that's pinned and come follow me on Instagram. I'm going to follow everybody back that follows me. Come tap in on the gram. We're about to go listen to the whole Blow series, Blow 1 through 5, you guys. Blow 1 through 5. Nah, bro. It's not cap sensitive. Rich. It's not cap sensitive, bro. Should be good. Just upnorthwave at Gmail. If anybody wants to send PayPal, it's upnorthwave at Gmail. I appreciate you, Rich. Oh, don't worry. Your ass is out of here officially, too, Easy. Your ass is officially out of here, too, from ever commenting again. Have a good day. All right, let's get it. Everybody hit that link. Everybody hit that link right now. It's pinned to the bio. We're about to end this broadcast. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, though. Hit the link. We're going live on Instagram right now. Anybody wants to join me on Instagram, we're actually going to listen to AR Rab's music right now. Hit my Instagram link. It's pinned right now.